Right. Okay. That's something, again, I worry about as well, is ensuring that like everything is set with the volume, everything is set with just everything in general. Over on TikTok, guys, as we get in, if you don't mind, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. We have the daily gift goal, which are the love you so much. If we can knock that out, that will help push the live out to the FYP. Send your daily heart me. Good morning. I missed you guys. Good morning. If you're over on YouTube, hey, hit that thumbs up button. It'll help push the live out to the FYP as well. It'll get more people in here so we can get the actual debates going. So please do that. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. I think I have this turned up too bright. Let me turn it down just a little bit. There we go. How does that look? It looked too bright. Happy birthday, Bree. Happy birthday, guys. Happy birthday in the chat for Bree. Happy birthday, Bree. It looks so bright over on TikTok. And then like the pixelation is still catching up. So depending on how I move, sometimes it's still trying to catch up. That's the one thing that I absolutely hate about like traveling and then coming back is the readjustment period for like the cameras and the equipment and all this other stuff. But we're going to make it happen regardless. We're going to make it happen. All right. Really quick story before we get started. And again, guys, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It'll boost the live. Share the live to your stories and repost the live to your stories. Please. That helps so much. All right. We're going to go ahead and get started here in just one moment. So if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background, get in the box. We're only looking for some debates. If you are a friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me, knock out the daily gift goals. Just do all the wonderful things to let the TikTok know that we are here. All right. Really quick, funny story, right? Really quick, funny story. So of course, management and I have been traveling for over a week, right? We went and visit family and it's been really good. But whenever you travel, or whenever I travel specifically, I get used to actually doing certain things, and which, certain things include going to the bathroom in the middle of the night, right? When you get used to sleeping in one spot and then you have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, you like, I don't know about you guys, but I kind of memorized how I had to get up and go to the bathroom and right? So, we got back yesterday. We spent pretty much all day traveling yesterday and got back yesterday. And I went to bed last night and it was the first night back at home. And so I woke up in the middle of the night and I had to go to the bathroom, right? So good morning. The place that we have been staying, in order to go to the bathroom was inside of the room, right? So I would get up out the bed, I would walk straight a little bit, and then I would turn right, and then the bathroom would be over on the right, right? I would turn right and then another right, and I'm inside the bathroom. At home, we have to, walk out the door, turn right, go down the hall, and then turn right into the bathroom, right? But I was so tired. We had been on the plane, traveling, I wasn't thinking about the fact that, we weren't still where we were. So I woke up in the middle of the night to go use the bathroom. I got up as if I was still where we had been traveling to instead of back at home. I got up, took a couple of steps, turned right, and face planted right into the door. I mean, I walked face first, bow, smack dab into the door. Yeah. That was a welcome home for me to remember, oh, I'm not traveling anymore. I'm actually back home. I didn't say I needed your help. Anyway, that was just my quick funny story. Like, it was, whatever. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started here. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter, disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, do all the wonderful things. Tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. Knock out the daily gift goal. I'm going to keep resetting the daily gift goal over on TikTok. If you're over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button, and it'll help boost the VOD. With that being said, let's go.
Yeah, funny how it changed now. Same people that laughed at clips, studying the clips now. Everybody got opinions till the facts land. Everybody loud till they gotta take a stand. Every stream feel like somebody betting they pride. I seen fake scholars fold in real time. Now they screenshot takes, run around and remix it, and pull up thinking somehow they can fix it. Nah, you stepped in the wrong room, donut. This ain't rage bait, this pressure. Patriarchy, race, class, labor, healthcare. I don't do surface level, I build layers. And every time they think they got me cornered, numbers go higher. Chat, flyer, mods, working, crowd waiting. Somebody finna get cooked tonight.
Welcome to the ring now.
Yeah. Talk big till the facts come out. Slap nuts, sit down.
Welcome to the ring now.
Yeah. Got the whole chat screaming when the logic break down. Yeah.
Welcome to the
ring now. You ain't built for this smoke.
Y'all slap nuts.
Ain't got milk for these
donuts.
So pipe down. Yeah, you might drown. You don't want war with the king right now. I don't debate for applause, I debate for the record. Every false claim get dissected and severed. You rehearse outrage, I study the structure. Difference between noise and somebody with substance. You quote tweets, I quote policy. You want moments, I want honesty. You want ego boosts and virality. I want mutual aid and stronger communities. That's the difference between you and me. See the problem? Different type timing. You came for clips, I came for alignment. Capital this, socialism that. Half these dudes can't define what they yelling in caps. Talking about free market while wages collapse. I watch your pivot arrive, I make it visible live. But this ain't never gonna be a place where evidence dies. You came all the way to be Santana for internet rap, while the whole chat waiting to see who got checked. Next, welcome to the ring now. Yeah, talk big till the facts come out. Slap nuts, sit down. Welcome to the ring now. Yeah, got the whole chat screaming when the logic break down. Yeah, welcome to the ring now. You ain't built for this smoke. Y'all slap nuts, ain't got milk for these old
donuts.
So pipe down, you might drown. You don't want war with the king right now. Yeah, welcome to Sparring with Santana. Bring your sources or bring excuses, whatever. Doesn't really matter either way. You're about to get cooked.
Yep.
You should know who I am by now.
You should.
What?
You should. Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana. One-on-one debates with Trump supporters or anyone that disagrees with anything on the background. I am Santana, guys. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter, disagree with anything on the background. We are only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, do all the wonderful things. Tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost live and push us out to the FYP. I'm going to keep resetting the daily gift goal to these little 1 cent gift goal. If we can knock those out a couple of times, then it will help. Idaho Tesla girl. If you disagree, if you think as a white woman you don't prioritize comfort, come up here and talk about it. I would love to hear why you say that, because I'm willing to bet you do. Sorry, I'm willing to bet you do. But I'm willing to hear you out as well. So again, only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you are friendly, do all the wonderful things. Tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Yeah, I support Trump, and I disagree with just about everything on your background.
Okay, cool. We can talk about it really quickly though before we go too far, because I had to I was traveling and my setup and all this other stuff. Are you hearing the echo? Is there any issues that you can hear, or does the audio sound good for you?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, all right. If you hear anything weird, just let me know and I'll make sure to address it. Okay. All right, I'll take that as a yes. What would you like for me to call you?
You could call me Yuri.
Yuri? Really?
Yeah, I'm Russian. I'm Russian American.
Okay, I have a LB. His name is Yuri, but he's Jamaican. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get into it. Yuri, before I go too far, quick question for you. Do you know who I am?
Yeah, you're the guy who sits on there with Dean Withers.
I'm not sure who Dean Withers is, but I
Parker, you sit on the panel with one of those guys.
Who's
seen
Parker?
Before sitting on Dean Withers and then Parker get a job. They're like two little 21-year-old guys are in a relationship, and you're like a mod for them or something.
Oh, I have no idea who you're talking about. I don't know any 21-year-olds that are in the relationship together. But that's fine. Yeah. It's okay.
Maybe I don't know who you are. Just a good-looking black guy, I guess.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that.
I've never really been attracted to black men or any man at all. So.
Oh, that's okay. Well, listen, you don't have to be attracted to someone to say someone looks.
Well, I think that you are a good-looking man, and I think that I think that you should have more than 557 followers in here, because Dean would have like 15,000 followers, and.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not sure who those people are, but I appreciate it. I mean, I think we just got started and it'll pick up. So anyway, regardless, Yuri, would you mind?
It's like, why is Dean Withers got 12,000 viewers and Santana's only got like 600? That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not sure who this Dean guy is, but I mean, like,
I appreciate anyone.
I appreciate anyone that actually comes in and actually supports the live. It's all good. But regardless, Yuri, would you mind if I give everyone else a quick introduction to who I am and what this is?
Yeah, I'll mute up.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, guys. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters or anyone that disagrees with anything on the background. I am Santana, and guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter, disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you are friendly, you can do all the wonderful things. Tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. I will keep resetting the daily gift goal to these little 1-cent goals. If we can knock those out a couple of times, it'll boost the live, push us out to the FYP. Last but not least, if you'd like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you is the best way to support the live. If you're over on the YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Yuri, all right, perfect. So you said that you are a Trump supporter and you disagree with everything on the background. Listen, Yuri, we can do a couple of things. Either you can tell me how today on June 16th, 2026, that you still support Donald Timothy Trump, or you can tell me which point on the background you disagree with the most, where you like to start. Your call.
So I think it was pretty based that he had like a UFC fight at the White House, and he had dirt bikes and all kinds of actually, cool stuff that I like, not like a bunch of LGBT stuff all over the White House, which isn't that cool or that based whatsoever. So that was pretty based.
That's it.
But I'm still kind of like, I think it's kind of, real quick though, everyone, could you guys send Santana some heart me's and stuff? Because it's not fair that, Dean would have like 12,000 viewers right now, and just because Santana's like be okay, he has less. But Dean said the N-word when he was 13.
I'm so confused.
Remember that Dean Withers? He said the N-word when he was 13.
Yuri, did you come up here to debate me, or did you come up here to talk about other people?
Well, no, I just remember that one time Dean said the N-word when he was 13.
Like,
and then
but Charlie, this one time at band camp, I
said,
did this.
He was
That's
just a
fine.
kid.
I'm so confused right now.
Did you have his back, or did you toss him?
Hey, I'm gonna stop you for a second, Bob. I'm not sure what's happening. but I would love it if we could actually debate. If you want to talk about someone else, whoever this Dean fellow is, I'm sure from what it sounds like, what it sounds like, he has his own life, and that's cool. So you can go talk to him, or we can actually get into the debate. I mean, your choice. I
really prefer you. I prefer you. Your
okay.
queue
well,
is
let's talk about it. So
into.
you said that you enjoyed
Dean's queue is like an hour long, dude.
So you said you actually enjoyed the event at the White House. Is there anything else that you actually?
Yeah, it was based.
Sure. Is there any other reason that you support Donald Trump today?
Because he's going to make it so trans women can't go into women's spaces, and I'm a feminist that supports women, not dudes in dresses.
Okay. All right. So the only thing that I've heard so far.
Do you think trans women are women, or?
Okay, I'm going to finish what I'm saying. The only thing that I've heard so far that you said that you actually support him. Hey, Yuri, what's happening right now, friend? Are you okay?
I'm debating you, sir, and
you're not. Like, I'm not sure if you actually know how debates work, but like you won.
Okay, I've debated Dean multiple times and beaten Dean, so obviously I'm going to take on his little lackey boy.
Okay.
So, stop pivoting.
So I'm going to mute you here, and I'm going to let you know. I'm not exactly sure who you may have spoken with before, but I'm an adult, and I expect you to be an adult as well. So I'm going to finish. I'm not going to interrupt you, and I would prefer it if you not interrupt me. I would like for us to have a conversation back and forth. Thank you for the heart hands. I would like for us to actually stay on track and have a conversation. W's in chat for Mitch. Thank you for the 8 heart hands. That's fucking dope. So Yuri, this is my last time telling you this. I would love to actually have this debate with you and really focus on what we're talking about. But if you can't have impulse control and you can't be an adult, then I'm just going to move on, because I would prefer us to be able to have a real debate versus whatever's happening right now. Is that okay?
Yeah, I feel like I've not shown any sort of impulse control or lack of it.
Okay. I will respect how you feel. I'm just going to let you know that it's been a little interesting, but we'll start over. So,
well, you asked me how I knew you, and that's how I know you.
No, I just said, do you know who I am? But it's okay. It's okay. Listen. So the point that I'm getting to is when I said, can you tell me why you still support Donald Trump today, June 16th, 2026? You said that
why
you
is that such an
the
important day? I don't understand why. What is so special about June 16th, 2026? Just another day.
Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Guys, again, I'm not exactly sure what the issue may be, but I'm not interested in like talking over people or people talking over me. I'm actually looking for some debates. And so if you're someone that wants to actually join the conversation, please make sure that when you come up, you have impulse control and you have the ability to track a conversation. All right. All right, perfect. With that being said, keep tapping the screen, share the live. David's in the chat for Tina. Tina, thank you so much for the heart hands. Let's see here. Kenneth, K is the head mod. Also, Kenneth, you're not coming up. This is a spam account that you're on, right? And I don't know if you know this, but I'm not interested in spam accounts. I'm not interested in troll accounts. You're following 5 people and you have 16 followers. I'm going to do you a favor and I'm going to go ahead and block this account. But what you can do, Kenneth, is you can actually go get your main account. And if you come back with your main account, then I'll let you up, right? So if you go get your main account, you can come back and we can debate. But I'm not going to debate you on a spam account because either you're going to slur, crash out, or like do something real. It's not a real one. But it's fine. It's fine. Your username is Sir Broke the New. What is it? Sir Broke Then Wage Black. I don't know what the fuck that is, but it's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and block you. I got you. Gotcha. Anywho, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. EB Flow. Again, this is a spam account as well. 9 followers, following 23 people. No, thank you. If you want to go get your main account and come back, we can debate. But I'm not going to debate with troll accounts. I'm not going to let you up here because you guys do weird stuff when you come up here and you like either put weird stuff on your screen, you slur to run, or you just like sing or scream or shit. But I'm not interested in that. So EB Flow, go get your main account. Boom. and you can come up as well. What up, Jay Hobbs? Again, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. Hey, that was in chat for Tina. We are only looking for some debates. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. It's super interesting, guys. I've been listening because I've been traveling for the last week, and I've been listening in, and people are becoming more and more unhinged. And I don't know if people think that this is like a natural progression or whatever the case may be, but I'm not interested in it, right? I'm legitimately not. Because in order to join a TikTok live, you have to be 18 years of age or older. And so technically, in the eyes of the law, you are an adult. And so if you're going to join a TikTok live debate, a conversation, and you want to be an adult, then you have to, be an adult in the way that you actually engage with people. So I'm not going to engage with anyone who has the inability to be an adult. That's just kind of it. So anyway, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Hi, Jeff. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Oh, Jeff left. Okay. Well, this has been an interesting start to the morning, guys. This has been an interesting start to the morning. I'm confused about the middle ground BS. Is there something yeah, so I'll run through this just for anyone that has any questions about what the background is talking about. So we have to have an honest conversation, and this is the last day that we're gonna have this background, guys. So if you want to actually join the conversation about this background specifically, today's the day, all right? You got to get up here, you got to get into it. So if you're over on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Instagram, and you like to join the debate, then all you have to do is click on the link where you are. You don't have to leave where you are. You can join. You don't have to come over to TikTok. But we have to have an honest conversation with America. And the honest conversation with America looks like a couple of different things, right? First and foremost, Republicans. Stupidity is home. Stupidity is home. And I say that in the sense that, man, you guys just lean into ignorance and a lack of knowledge and all of these things that really shows that you're not here to actually make life better for the American people. You're really just here to be hateful and ignorant and to control power, right? It's interesting, but it's how they have actually continued to manipulate their voter base. That's number one. Number two, moderate Democrats. Middle ground is bullshit. And when I say middle ground is bullshit, I mean in the sense that it's two sides now. It's either you're fascist or you're anti-fascist, right? And you can pretend that, oh, we can negotiate, we can figure these things out. There's a couple of Republicans that still support Trump, but they seem kind of reasonable and we can work with them. No, you're just wrong. You're just wrong. And I'm willing to bet that you can't prove your actual stance. White men, you guys are cowards, not victims. And listen, I will give you free advice. I will give you literally free advice. Two things. Number one, coming up and saying, what about black people? That's not a response to the debate topic, right? So if that's your defense as far as like how you want to debate that point, I'm just going to let you know that's not how that works. Number two, is if you come up here and you just like crash the fuck out, then you are proving the prompt. So take those two free tips as you would like. White women, we absolutely have to have this conversation because white women prioritize comfort. And it's a super interesting conversation around how you prioritize comfort. But I absolutely, I think this is necessary, especially because white women, at least the white women that frequent the spaces that I'm in, they hope to be an accomplice, but they lack an understanding. And last but not least, FBA, Blaga, Black MAGA, Black conservatives, Black Republicans, you are the weakest link. You show it each and every day. You show up and you show how not only are you willing to sell out Black people for proximity to power, but you live in ignorance. It's super interesting how like FBA and Blaga allow themselves to be not only tokenized, but weaponized for white supremacists. And I don't know. You're the weakest link. Anyway, get up here. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. Yes, you better watch your mouth. I'm going to go ahead and mute you because you're being weird in the comment section. So there's that. Hi, Katie. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Hi, Katie. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? All righty. I'm going to drop you down. Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm just mad.
Okay. Why are you like being like that in the comment section?
Because you people hate good men.
Who are you people?
You liberals.
Well, I'm not a liberal, friend. But who are the good men that we hate?
The Republicans. And Trump.
Oh, okay. Would you like to debate?
Yes.
Okay. What can I call you? Your username is like yes, but what can I call you?
Minute.
Minute?
Minute. Yeah, minute.
Okay. All right. Minute. Which point on the background do you disagree with the most? Where you'd like to start, or you know what? I'll give you three options. You can either talk about one of the points on the background. You can tell me how you still support Donald Trump today, June 16, 2026. Or we can go into that conversation about like you saying that people on the left hate good men. Whatever you want.
Let's talk about why I support Trump.
Okay. And this is as of today. That's why I give that date.
Yeah. I support Trump because I relate to him. I know what it feels like to be falsely accused.
Okay.
I know what it feels like to be falsely accused of something. I know what it feels like.
Okay.
It's a bad thing.
I agree. So you support him because you share a sense of camaraderie. Is that an accurate statement?
Yes.
Okay.
I relate to him.
Okay. Is there any other reasons that you still support Donald Trump today?
I believe he's like the good candidate. Like he's a good example for president. He's a good president. So I believe. Can
you tell me anything that he's done as of today that would be quote unquote good, and meaning that it had a positive impact, like a tangible impact for everyday Americans?
The deportations, like getting illegals out of the country, and like abortion and the economy. I think he improved that a little bit.
Okay. Well, it's undocumented immigrants, but so you said mass deportation, abortion, and also the economy. Okay. So like I think all of those have a lot of things that I think that you may not be exactly sure of, and I'm willing to have this conversation with you about it. Would you like to go one at a time and tell me which one that you want to start with?
The first one, Republicans Stupidity home.
Oh, I mean, I was talking about like the points you just gave me, whether it's mass deportation, abortion, or the economy.
Let's talk about the deportation.
Okay. So can you give me one actual tangible benefit of mass deportation?
Like the immigrants, they fucking destroy stuff. Like they kill people. Like you seen that? They chopped off a woman's head, like the Trump video. Like they're evil. It's like they destroy the country. They steal our jobs. They take our, like they do whatever, bro. Like it's like they're evil.
Okay. Nothing that you just said is unique to immigrants. Even more so, like the United States of America is the number one importer, or number one producer of domestic crime. So like talking about immigrants and them committing crime, while immigrants do commit crime at a lower rate than United States citizens.
The fact that Trump has a big
I'm gonna finish my sentence. Hey,
oh my God,
I'm gonna finish my sentence. You see, like I'm gonna sit quietly and let you speak, and I'm hoping you'll do the same. Please don't interrupt me, okay? Thank you. So while while immigrants do actually commit crime, they commit crime at a far less rate than United States citizens. And so having this focus on like, undocumented immigrants or immigrants as a whole because of crime or murder or whatever, I would agree with you. If there's anyone that's here committing these types of violent crimes or bad crimes, we should absolutely deport them. But that's not what Donald Trump is doing. He's actually deporting people with a record of violent crime at less than 5% So he's not even targeting those people that you and I think should be deported.
Just like, well, honestly, like I think Trump has a big dick, and I want to suck it, honestly. So I don't know.
I mean, that's fine.
That's
I mean,
fine.
your sexual preference has nothing to do with me, but can you directly address what I just said about the deportation?
They do they do bad stuff more than white men. Like, you can't disagree on that.
No, it's statistically speaking, that's absolutely incorrect. Like I said, when you take a look at the see, you just got TikTok removed you for being weird. Yeah, TikTok said no weirdos. You know what the funny thing is, guys? He really tried to. I've been noticing this, right? There's a line between people who want to troll, but they want to debate. And then when they try to debate and they realize they don't have anything, they either slur, they crash out, they do weird stuff, hoping to get kicked. Because for them, getting kicked is easier than a concession or admitting that they are wrong. It's weird. I don't know. It's weird, but it's fine. Guys, if you don't mind, keep tapping the screen. Almost 1,000 people here on TikTok. Keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 150,000 likes. Share the live to your actual stories and to your share it to your stories and repost. That'll help boost the live and push us out to the FYP. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Yes, sir. I support Trump, and I disagree with just about everything on your background.
Okay. All right. Is it okay if I call you Happy, or would you prefer me to call you something else?
Happy's fine.
Okay. Happy. Would you like to tell me what point that you disagree with the most on the background? Would you like to start, or would you like to tell me why today, June 16, 2026, you still support Donald Trump?
So I support Donald Trump. I believe he is the best president that we've had in the 250 years of America. Shout out to America. And essentially, without him, we wouldn't have the ability to even be on TikTok. We wouldn't have lots of the great things that we love. We'd probably have had Iran invaded us already.
Okay. So just to kind of narrow this down and make sure you and I are reading from the same sheet of music, are you saying that you support him today because you think he's doing a good job with the conflict currently in Iran? Excellent job. He's doing a wonderful, outstanding, amazing job, not just a good job, right? That's a down statement. Okay. And that's just that's the tip of the iceberg as to why I support Donald Trump. Okay. I haven't. Do you notice my profile picture? It's a Labubu. Sure, but I would like. Do you know the origin? Do you know where Labubu's I would kind of like to stay on track, and we can talk about that. What up, Sorsha? You said that he's doing an excellent job in Iran. How do you quantify that? He's not going to back down unless it's kosher and et cetera, but. Like I said, that was just the tip of the iceberg. I'd like to tell you a few more. That's fine. We're going to start with the tip, and then we'll get to the whole thing. So let's, ease into it. So you said the actual conflict in Iran, he's done a good job. Can you tell me, because there is a no pause, there's a current ceasefire that is in place. Can you tell me any of the details that you have about that? And then right after he made that deal, it was his birthday. And then right after that, he walked out with the head of the UFC to a big UFC fight, and they had dirt bikes, and I believe it was Nitro. Yeah, I mean that's cool. But can you tell me any of the actual details from the ceasefire agreement? What? Can you tell me any of the details that you know about the ceasefire agreement with the U.S. and Iran? 1 second. Thank you for the roses, thumb man. Appreciate you. Thank you to all my gifters. Also, thank you for the $2,000 on Cash App. Oh my gosh, $2,000 on Cash App. So aren't you that guy that used to hang out with Dean Withers? Did you come back? Did you come back up here to do the same thing again? I have no idea what you're talking about, dude. Okay, I'm just here to debate you. Seriously, I know. Okay, I'm willing to debate you. Followers. I'm willing to debate you, but if you for some reason, I have almost as many thousand followers as talk about Dean, then I'm gonna let you go. I'm not gonna talk about Dean. I just okay. So I remember you used to hang out with the conversation at hand. So
Woody, would
So-
you like to debate me on?
Again, do you know any
Sweetheart.
of the actual details from the actual ceasefire agreement with Iran?
I haven't looked over that. I'm more interested. That wasn't my main reason for supporting Trump. So it's mostly because he doesn't allow women to take away the lives of their babies, aka abortion, which I don't even like to say. So I'll say AB.
Okay, I mean that's fine, but you brought up the
Do you
Iran
support
conflict,
AB?
so we're going to talk about this first, and then we can move to abortion.
Yeah,
So,
it is 22.1.
again, if you don't
So
know
maybe if you guys,
anything about
this is a private account, so I only allow certain people to follow me. Santana, don't worry about it. I'd let you follow me.
Will you please stop interrupting me?
Here, I'll follow you, and you follow me back.
This is the last time I'm going to say this. Please don't interrupt me because I'm not going to interrupt you. So since you don't know any of the actual details about the ceasefire that we currently have with Iran, how is it that you think that he's doing a good job when it comes to that conflict?
Okay, I thought we were talking about AB.
No, I told you brought up the actual conflict in Iran, and I said,
Well, that's my
we
main
go through
reason
this
for liking
first,
Trump
and
is
then
because he's
after
pro-life.
we actually get through the conflict in Iran, then we can move to abortion.
Okay, so right now there's a ceasefire, so we just got to wait and see what happens. I don't see it working out because the Iranians are going to be. Who knows what those guys? I pray for the best though. I pray for the best. So I don't want to see boots on the ground, right? Because that'll be a lot of American troops going away.
Okay. Did you hear my question for you, or even my follow-up statement?
So no, my big thing is that I'm pro-life, and so is Trump. So that's why I voted for Trump.
That's fine, but you brought up the Iran war first. So unless you're willing to just concede and say like, oh, he's actually doing a bad job and I don't support him because of that, then we're going to talk about it.
Well, and it's not even a ceasefire agreement, technically.
You don't know anything about it.
Okay. I mean,
So
I'm
how
not
can
an
you say
expert
that it's
on
not a ceasefire
Iran.
if you don't know anything about it?
I mean, it's not technically a ceasefire, I don't think.
It is.
Okay, well, maybe you should. I mean, I wanted to talk about AB.
I know, but you brought up the Iran conflict first, and so we're going to get
Well,
through
no,
this.
I was
and
telling
the
you the
only way
things
that
I
we
like
can,
about Trump, and then you
the
kind of
only
like,
way that we can actually move on to abortion is either you concede that he is not doing a good job and you don't support him because of Iran, or we're going to debate this actual point first.
as long as you swear that we can talk about AB, because I want to know if you support it or not. Because I'm going to be very disappointed if you do.
Again, I'm more than willing to talk about one topic at a time, but we have to get through this first topic before we move to the next one. So do you want to debate Iran or do you want to concede?
I can debate you on Iran.
Okay, perfect. So again, I'm going back to the point. If you don't know anything about the actual ceasefire agreement, what details
I
do you
do.
know? Okay, can you tell me what details you know about it?
So are you talking about the deal that he made on his birthday?
Well, it wasn't his birthday. It was yesterday, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was his birthday. Okay, whatever. So essentially the latest report that I've read, and this is from the Times of India. So if you want to know my sources, I don't use American sources. I try to use different, third party. The U.S. and Iran recently moved towards a preliminary peace agreement after 2 weeks of military escalation and U.S. strikes on Iranian targets. The Iranians were pleading for mercy, and Mr. Donald Trump showed them the mercy that they pled for.
Can you tell me the actual details of the agreement? I hear you reading something, and that's fine, but I just want to know the details that you know.
Well, yeah, I'm reading. So essentially, this is from a third party, so that's why I'm saying like Mr. Donald Trump and stuff, because
that's fine.
They're
I just want to know the specific points.
So it's a formal. So at the formal signing ceremony, Mr. Donald Trump, dressed in all nice linen for the agreement, is reportedly planned in Switzerland, not Iran. So yeah, it's not happened yet. They're gonna happen. This is gonna happen in Switzerland.
Okay, it's fine. I'll tell you about it. So the actual peace agreement is a 60-day pause on conflict where a formal agreement is planned to actually be negotiated. It was digitally signed. And so moving forward, as of right now, the Strait of Hormuz, it's not open yet, but Iran will actually continue to control the Strait of Hormuz and control the flow and collect fees as far as the Strait of Hormuz. But a bigger issue throughout the entire details is it's tied to the current conflict that's occurring with Israel and Lebanon. Do you know about that conflict?
Yeah, Lebanon is getting bodied by Israel.
Okay. Do you know what
at
is
a alarming
the
rate,
sticking
because
point
the
when it comes
IDF
to
is kind of
do you know what the sticking
based.
point? Do you know what the sticking point is when it comes to the United States and Israel and Iran and Lebanon with that ceasefire agreement?
No, so I'm here to talk about AB. So I thought after we talked about Iran, we were going to talk about AB.
Yeah,
but now
we're
you're
debating the
pivoting.
point. The only way that we can actually
Yeah, but you're kind of pivoting over to Lebanon. We've hopped from Iran to Lebanon.
We're still talking about the ceasefire agreement between.
So there's more babies
Iran and
getting
the United States
unalived
of
in
America.
America than anywhere else. So that's my biggest concern is pro-life.
That's fine. Happy.
So
but
that's
you
what I
brought
want to
up the
debate you
war
on.
in Iran.
So I'll concede to this. Just so I can save some babies' lives today, hopefully.
Okay, so
Deal?
you're conceding that Donald Trump is not doing anything positive with the war in Iran, and
I wouldn't say that, but we just talked about Iran,
Well,
and then
but
you
that's
talked
the
about
concession.
Lebanon. I want to save a baby's life today.
But that's a concession. Like you
Okay, so yeah, so in order to get to the baby life saving, I will take the concession. But let's go ahead and tell me why you're pro-choice.
No, that's you again. You have this confused, and I want to make sure you understand what you're agreeing to.
Okay,
First and foremost,
I'm letting you. I will let your ego have the.
I'm gonna mute you because I need you to not speak over me. A concession means that you are conceding, and I will take the concession. And with the concession, that means that you are agreeing that Donald Trump is not doing anything positive when it comes to the conflict with Iran. And that's not a reason for you to support him. And also that means you cannot bring that back up in defense for anything else. So that's how the concession works. So Happy, I just want to make sure you understand that before you concede.
Yeah, deal. I won't bring Iran back. I'll give you that.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Give me just a few
My
moments
goal
to
is
say
to
thank you
save
to
the
a couple of
lives of
people, and then
babies.
we'll get into the actual point about abortion. Okay. W's in the chat for Tiffany for becoming a late night tuber over on YouTube. W's in the chat for Tiffany. Thank you so much for joining the memberships over there. W's in the chat for cousin Jesse. What up, cousin Jesse? For the $5 donation, saying, "What's up, fam? Just saw some of the clips of Dean Surrounded dropping this weekend. Why are you, Dean Parker, beating up on MAGA so bad? We should be calling y'all the APA, old school WWE stable. You three pull no punches." Yeah, like it's really not that hard though. I mean, like if we're gonna be honest, they're not really smart and they have no substance. So like it is what it is. Deb's in the chat for Steven. Steven sent a $20 donation. Steven said, "I'm a trumpet player for Chelsea Symphonia and Symphony in Manhattan. We're playing Black music this coming weekend. There are barely any people of color in the group. How can I bring awareness and help us deliver the right style and message to our performance?" If you could, I would reach out to some Black musicians and see if there's an option for them to maybe join the show or at least have more direct input. I think it's a little bit, I know how this works with musical sets and things along those lines. So it may be a little bit too late overall, but I mean, I think having inclusivity, especially if this is supposed to be geared towards Black people, it's kind of weird not to have something for Black people, but Black people aren't a part of it.
Hey, Santana, I'm sorry to cut you off, buddy, but I got things to do.
Okay, then you can leave.
But I
would definitely say that.
Quick.
So W's in the chat for Steven. Thank you so much for that $20 donation. I appreciate you.
So I thought we were going to abort. I thought we were going to talk about AB.
Yeah, I'm going to finish saying thank you first.
Well, I'm
W's in the chat as well for Soup for My Fam for the $1 donation, saying guest ran with Enzo wearing white hoods on live. I don't know who Enzo is. So I'm not sure about that one. W's in the chat for Jared. What up, Jared? Who sent a $10 donation saying that Diddy Yuri / Happy knows nothing about nothing. Him saying besides all the times annoys me. Expects me to be the Steve Buscemi. I don't know who that is. Meme dressed up as a teenager saying, "How do you do?" fellow kids. Jared, I'm not gonna hold you, like that reference went right over my head. I'm not as sure about that reference, but I mean, I trust you.
Let me just say
with the
this as
overall
clearly as
reference.
possible.
So,
Human rights don't start at birth. They start at
W's in the chat as well for Jackie for the $5 super chat to say, have a good stream. Jackie, thank you so much. I'm really trying.
life begins at
It's been an
conception.
interesting
That's
start
not a
to the
religious
stream
claim.
as
That's
well.
basic by
So, you know, there's that. Deb's in the chat for Jackie for that $5 super chat. Over on Twitch.
different from the
as well for Cool Cat for the one chair bits to say
different from
still
the
stuck in that room. I hope not. No, I'm good. I'm back at home. Deb's in the chat for Kelly for the becoming a 20 stream has a 20 stream streak. Deb's in the chat for Cool Cat for the one chair bits to say his vibe is already throwing me off. Can we get Peach's laser in here? I'll pay. I don't know. That's proprietary.
So are we going to debate or what's going on?
Peach? So you got to talk to Peach about that. And last but not least,
so what is going?
Cool Cat for the one chair bit to say, can I add this to?
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Talking. I'm trying, but I mean, like, I don't know. He has an issue with.
Is this a concession?
The actual thank yous. Anyway. Deb's in the chat for all the donos.
I think this is a
guys,
concession.
we don't have to mute him from the comment section.
Chat, I think this is a concession. I'm thinking this is a concession. We don't have to
mute him from the comment sections. I got it. Anyway, like I was saying, it's for some reason he was having an issue with me getting through the actual thank yous. So, but we seem to be here now. So
this is a concession.
Continue. Oh, one more. Debbie's in the chat for Clarine for the $5 donation saying you can't stand his voice. Yeah, I mean, his voice kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Debbie's in the chat for Jared for the $1 donation saying, my bad, friend. Me with my skewer reference, I expect everyone to know. Keep up all the good you're doing. Continue to learn from you every day. All good, Jared. Sometimes, you know, sometimes it goes over my head, but we are G to G. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. 1.2 thousand people hanging out here on TikTok. Look up at the top. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Hit that follow button. Turn on notifications so you know when we go live. We go live every day and we do different types of things. So please, please, please make sure that you're hitting that follow button. Oh, holy smoke. Sorry. Debbie's in the chat for Laura for the $5 donation saying just to keep them waiting. LOL. I don't think that's what's happening. I think we're just getting through this. We're going to get to this debate now, though. Oh, well, Debbie's in the chat for Soup for My Family for the $1 just to keep him holding a little bit longer. I don't think that's what's happening, guys. I mean, he's been super patient, and we're going to get to that debates now. I just had to get to those thank yous. Debbie's in the chat for Sean for the $5 super chat saying, what he quoted is not journalism. Interesting that Times of India is behind the paywall. Yeah, he conceded on it, Sean, because he really didn't know much about it, but he really wanted to try to speak on something, and that's just kind of what happened. All right, but it's all good. He conceded, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Oh, hey, Debbie's in the chat. Thank you so much for the galaxy. I appreciate the hell out of you. Anyway, like I said, guys, if anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on
buddy,
YouTube,
I work for ICE. I have
chat, and I will read that out. Keep tapping the screen. Do all the wonderful things. All right. No, thank you. Happy. So you said that you wanted to actually debate abortion.
Yes, right. I would love to debate. And I actually I work for ICE and I have a meeting.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. J Hops sent a $5 donation saying, glad you're back home safe. J Hops, me too. It was a long trip and it was a lot of traveling, but I really I'm happy that I'm back. And it's, you know, it was good. Sorry, Happy. I apologize. You were in the middle of speaking.
Yeah, so I was saying the real question is simple.
Oh, wait, sorry. Debbie's in the chat for Zay for the $1 donation saying, keep quacking, duck, eat a brick. Holy smokes, that is crazy. But Debbie's in the chat for Zay. Thank you so much for that $1 donation. Oh, and Debbie's in the chat for Larissa for the $5
donation. $1 donation? Dean gets like hundreds of dollars.
Debbie's in the chat for Larissa for the $5 donation saying, kind of wish I was pregnant.
$5 donation? Dean would have got $500 donation.
L. Yuri.
Dean's fans are much better. W for Dean's fans. His fans love him more than you. You don't get nearly as much as he does. So let's go ahead and have the debate, buddy. And also, you're just copying. You're just trying to copy Dean, like Dean does. You're just copying Dean, dude.
W's in the chat for Larissa said, I kind of wish I was
you're straight
so I could schedule an abortion today. L. Yuri. I know that's right. W's in the chat. Oh, W's in the chat for DeSoto for the $2 super chat to say, Hope you have a good
$2.
stream today,
Dean would have got
Santana.
$2,000, dude.
Yeah. I'm hoping to have a good
Dean
stream
is
as
better.
well. It's been a couple of days, so I'm really glad that I'm back.
Okay, so are we gonna debate or what?
Yes. Okay, you were telling me why you take a
Like, you
position,
realize who this is, right?
being-
I've cooked Dean, I've cooked Parker.
No,
Like, why wouldn't I cook
have
you?
no idea who you are, but you were telling me about your position on being pro-life. I guess
Okay,
you
we
call
don't
it.
say a toddler has more rights than a newborn because they're more developed, do we?
W's in the chat for Michelle for the $25 donation, saying just keep talking, and thanks to keeping this donut quiet. I love you. I love you more. I absolutely love you more. W's in the
back
chat
to
for
it though,
Jocelyn
right?
for the $1
Are we
donation,
gonna
saying this
debate,
guy
or are you just
sucks
gonna
at
sit
rage
here and-
baiting. He does. I don't know. He's just being weird, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, so
W's in the chat for Alexis for the $10 donation.
a lot of people don't like Dean Withers, but at least he's a lot more
W's
classy
in the
than
chat
this.
for Alexa for the $5 donation, saying guest should pipe down.
Also,
Mike
Dean
Brown.
Withers messaged me. He told me what you did
He
to him.
absolutely will. W's in the chat for I think it's
This guy was
Ingrid?
disloyal to Dean Withers.
hey,
just so you
W's
know.
in the chat. Thank you for the galaxy. Ingrid, thank you so much for the 10 to keep interrupting him. I don't think we have to. I'm just reading.
So
out
are
the
we going to
donations.
debate or what are we doing,
I don't know
buddy?
what you guys want me to do. Yeah, I just got 2 more and we're good. W's in the
Unlike
chat
you,
for
I've
Mike
actually
for
got to
the
go
5
and do stuff with.
Sure. W's in the chat for Mike for the $5 donation, saying this was a great
I'm a very
advertisement for
important
Dean.
person.
He was all on Dean's nuts, all in his mouth. It's weird. Like, he really likes Dean, but you know, I'm not gonna knock people.
Well, yeah,
for
me
who
and
they
Dean
like.
are cool.
Sure you are. W's in the chat for Jay
We have
House again for
opposing
the $5 donation, saying I scheduled an abortion for his mom. It's too late. Yeah. W's in the chat for Ralph for the $1
All right,
donation.
sweetheart. I really do
Here's
have to get
another
going unless you
brick
want to talk. Like, I
join,
gotta go.
Zay's brick. Like, that is a lot. W's in the chat. Thank you so much for that. Oh, W's in the chat for Augustine for the $5 donation.
Hey, W's
saying,
in the chat
to
for
make
the 1
these
penny.
donuts continue to wait. Also, a copyright fee for using donuts in this message. All good. Guys, if anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you if you're over on YouTube.
Right,
You can send
Rachie?
a
Am I
super chat
right?
and I will read
What up,
that out.
Rachie?
All right, you were saying something about toddlers.
And just so
having
you
rights.
know, like 400 of the people are here for me. So
Okay, you were saying about toddlers.
you were
having
at about
rights.
500 when I first showed up, and now you're at 1.3 because they followed me in on my main. Like,
Okay.
you're amongst greatness. I sat
Okay.
with Charlie. I sat with Dean. I was
Would
on
you like to
Jubilee.
tell me
I
about what
made
you were
Jubilee.
saying?
Hey, you know the guy that made Jubilee?
W's in the
That's
chat
me,
for
bud.
Solid. Solid
Did
sent
you
a
ever-
$10 donation. Solid said him yelling proves that he's
Hey,
desperate.
did you ever get invited
He
to
really
Jubilee?
is.
No,
he really
he
is.
didn't.
He's super desperate. W's in the chat for Anita for the $8
Okay,
donation.
Santana,
saying, thank
are
you
we
for
gonna
schooling
debate or
MAGA.
what?
I am like, I'm trying to, but they have no substance. W's in the chat for Aaron for the $1 donation. Saying important people always
Yeah,
make
this
sure
is
you know they're
embarrassing.
important. That's facts. W's in the chat for Selma for
Ladies,
the
no
$10
matter how much
donation.
money you
saying,
send this man,
today
you're
is
still not going
Dean's
to be able to just.
Today is Dean's Appreciation Day, or what? I think it is.
So you're
He's
still not
like
gonna be
all over Dean, but you know, it is what it is. W's in the chat for Darius for the
What
$1
up, Chase?
donation, saying just to interrupt this pathetic loser. And last but not least,
Hey,
guys,
Chase,
W's
thank
in
you for the
chat
$5,000 on Cash App. Oh my gosh, $5,000! Thank you for saving the baby's life. Sent to me from.
W's in the chat for Alejandro for the $15 donation. And just
Thank you,
because you're
Chase's
amazing, I
mother, for the
appreciate hell out of you.
$10,000 on Cash App.
Guys, if anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. All right, would you like to actually get into the debate in good faith, or are you still going to do?
Yes, sir.
weird
Yes,
stuff
sir.
that you're
Yes,
doing?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, that's a cup that a child would be drinking out of.
Oh,
Did
you mean
you?
my
Is that
pot
why
of
you're
greed?
pro-choice? Because you want to steal children's cups?
You mean my pot of greed?
Yeah, that's very old. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of Yu-Gi-Oh. I like Yu-Gi-Oh, but
It is.
It's kind
It's
of
stuff
based.
that you
not gonna
like
lie.
can buy when you have adult money. You
Well,
know what
that's
adult
something
money
that
is?
I don't get. No one's gifted me anything, Santana.
That's fine. But
I got
you know
10
what adult
cents,
money
so-
is?
You're the one here grifting everyone.
But do you know what adult money is?
So
adult
real
money,
quick though, can we just
adult
talk about?
money is like
AB?
when you want certain things when you're a kid, but you can't afford it or you can't get it because like
Yeah, I know.
oh,
I
you
know.
we got McDonald's at home. But then when you like
Yeah.
become an adult and you start to make your own money, then you go out and you purchase these things that you would have bought as a kid. So,
Okay, I get it. I get it.
so I
You
got this
used to
pot
be
of greed
broke. Now
coffee
you're.
mug.
I was raised on bread and bologna myself. Believe it or not.
That's awesome. Like bologna sandwiches. You ever
I
made a
was.
fried
I'm
bologna
from
sandwich and then
64th.
pop the
I'm
bubble?
from Chicago, Illinois. O Block, 64th. It doesn't
You ever
define
made a
who I
fried
am
bologna
now.
sandwich and then you pop the bubble in the middle?
Yep, did that as well.
What did you put on your bologna sandwich?
Didn't matter. I just ate it. Didn't care.
Oh, you're lying. Come on now. What was your
No, I
go-to
didn't enjoy it.
condiments?
I actually later on it turned out I was gluten free, so I couldn't even have bread. I just had to eat bologna. It sucked. So
Yeah.
the moral of the story. is if anyone wanted to drop me like a big 5K gift, that'd be sweet.
Dubs in the chat for Kelsey for the $5 donation saying white men cover their
Okay, so you're
faces
just
to
gonna
be
mute me
racist
when
and
I'm trying to
sexist
get my
while
grift on?
being openly gay towards other men as well. Phenomenon. They're
What?
same as they should be. Yeah, like
it's not JY to
actual
give the homie a
actual rampant like hatred they put towards other groups where
I can
like you see how anti queer the Republican Party, they take the stands.
Hey, well,
and then
don't
they
say that word,
bash
Santana.
people for being who they are, but then they have events like at the RNC where they crash Grindr server multiple times. It speaks to like who they are versus what they portray. It's interesting.
Okay, Santana, I'm here to talk about women's
in the
body.
chat for Brandon for the $10 donation saying Happy is weird and couldn't cook an egg if his life depended on it.
Hey, Santana, dude, are we having a good faith debate or not? I'm going to be late for my job.
Interrupting him. Holy fuck!
Whoa, why are you cussing, buddy?
W's in the chat for Elizabeth for the $150
there you go.
donation.
That's Dean Withers' money. There you go.
Please, you know what to
but
do.
Dean wouldn't have shown any. Dean would have not even been.
That's what Elizabeth said. Holy shit! W's in the chat for Elizabeth for the $150 donation.
Good Elizabeth, for you, Santana. Listen, I'm glad that I brought you money.
I will say this: like normally, whenever we do a
without me being
something here, that's announced and we go through it. I don't normally just.
Hey, real quick, Santana, can you have
that $150 is absolutely amazing. I do want to give Happy a chance though, because Happy has been patiently waiting, and it would be rude to kick him without allowing him to give me his abortion stance and why he believes that. So I'm going to give him a few minutes, and we're going to run through why he is pro-life, and we're going to talk about abortion. Happy, the floor is yours. Tell me why you think abortion is wrong.
Thank you. And also, I was wondering if possibly you.
No one gives a fuck. W's in the chat. W's in the chat for Elizabeth. W's in the chat for Elizabeth for the $150 donation. Guys, first and foremost, we weren't doing a kick fund. And normally I won't just kick people, but for some reason, again, he has me quite confused because I don't debate men on abortion. And for some reason, he believes that I care about his opinion when it comes to abortion. It's so confusing. Why would I care about his opinion on abortion? I mean, I guess maybe go sit in Dean's queue and see if you can get up and talk to him about abortion. I doubt that you can. As a matter of fact, I'm a super mod. And so if I ever see you and your stupid ass profiles in his queue, I'm just going to keep rejecting your request. So have fun. Have fun. Anyway, guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, do all the wonderful things. Tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart. Me, it's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. Let's see here. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Brrr. Hi, Jerome. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Jerome? Okay. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We are only looking for some debates. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. I don't know if this person's going to load. Someone is in the comment section and they're upset that we kicked Happy. I don't know what you want me to do about that one, Bub. Sorry. It's kind of what happens when you come up and you be weird. What did I miss, Solid? I don't know. The person didn't load. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Yeah.
Yes, Trump supporter. Yes, disagree or combination.
Yes. I'm a Trump supporter and I disagree with the background.
Okay. You have a couple of different names listed. What would you like for me to call you, friend?
Thumb.
Thumb. Okay. Thumb. Thumb. Would you like to tell me specifically what you disagree with the most on the background? Would you like to start, or would you like to tell me how today, June 16, 2026, you still support Donald Timothy Trump?
Well, you're wrong about the Iran. That was misinformation. Can you show me your sources on where you got this information on this deal that you supposedly say that Iran's collecting fees?
Oh, yeah. So when you talk about the actual peace agreement, is that an accurate statement?
Yeah. Have you seen the peace agreement?
No, because they haven't released the full details of the peace agreement. What I'm going on is the information that's been released from the not only the Iranian side, but more so specifically from the is it Pakistani? Is that, I don't know if that's how you would say it, but from Pakistan, because Pakistan has been the intermediary who has been heavily negotiating between the U.S. and Iran. So the things that they have quoted as far as the ceasefire is that Iran will continue to collect those fees until there is a long-term determination. So I'm not saying that it's in perpetuity. I'm saying at least as of right now with the agreement what they have, this is what they've agreed on.
So first off, not only is that very illegal for Iran to do, nobody would have to pay any toll. They're not in a position of power to make any kind of demands or requests. Not only that, JD Vance got out this morning and actually refuted this, right? Okay. JD Vance was one of the main authors of this deal, and he refuted it completely. What you're doing right now is you're taking Iranian sources and you're calling them truth. The same Iranian sources that, 100%.
Hey, Thom, slow down for a second.
You want to put money on it, Santana?
Was JD Vance part of the actual negotiations?
JD Vance was one of the core authors of this deal.
Was JD Vance
want to put money on it? Yes or no? Yes, JD Vance was part of the negotiations.
So JD Vance was a part of the negotiations, even though when they tried to send JD Vance to negotiate, they said no, then they wouldn't negotiate with him and they would only negotiate with Marco Rubio. So what happened with that?
Was JD Vance the author of this deal? Yet one of the authors of this deal? Yes or no?
I'm not exactly sure. I'm not willing to say no.
How about you look that up real quick, Santana? Yes. How about you look that up?
Can you give me a source that shows that he was the quote unquote author?
JD Vance, and not only that, but Asia. I mean, a lot of news organizations.
Sure. Can you give me a source that states that JD Vance was one of the quote unquote authors of the?
Yes. Just give me 1 second.
Sure. W's in the chat for Donald for the $5 donation, saying he definitely won't know how many holes that a woman has below the waist. I hate forced birth.
Hills is one
why
of
do
them.
Republicans care about babies and not after birth? It's because they don't really care. They just want to control women's bodies. Like, that's what it boils down to. But W's in the chat, Donald, thank you so much for the $5 donation. W's in the chat for Anetta, who sent $8, said, keep happy, quiet, fun. Well, he's quiet for sure now because he is gone. And W's in the chat. W's in chat for Toasty for the $2 donation, saying, keep crashing out, Donut. He was so bad. W's in the chat for Verillion for the $2 Ozzy to say, thanks for keeping ICE off the street, Santana. Listen, if he's ICE, I promise you no one has anything to worry about. W's in the chat for Ryan for the $2 super chat. Just sent the love. W's in the chat for Ryan for the $5 super chat to say, Santana, thoughts on that jabroni UFC fighter choosing to be disrespectful to the first lady after his fight at the White House? I think that really speaks to who MAGA is and what that entire event was just a trailer park or trailer trash fest. Like it was all it wasn't surprising. W's in the chat for Fruit Punch for the $5 super chat to say, can you interrupt that ass hat one more time by thanking me? Thanks, brother. I'm sorry, Fruit Punch. We got him up out of here before I saw this, but I love you. W's in the chat for Jackie for the $2 super chat to say, caller sounds like a dork. He does. W's in the chat for Smoothie for the $1.99 super chat. Just to quiet this donut. Can't stand his voice. It was so bad. And last but not least, I was in chat for Brand for the $1.99 donation, saying the combination gets me every time. Listen, we gotta get that off. Gotta get that off. Debbie's in the chat as well for Cool Cat for the one cheer bits to say, remind him that ice melts under the heat, and he's melting fast. He was. Debbie's in the chat for One Mighty Pen for the we don't care who you are, STFU. Yeah, like he really was feeling himself. But, you know, a lot of people have a lot of sense of inflated egos. So I get that. Two more really quickly while we're still waiting on the guests. Debbie's in the chat for Melissa for the $1.
I've been ready.
And said, I'm still waiting for your email. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I apologize. Melissa, thank you for the one. I apologize. I ended up getting really busy, and then we went from there. But W's in the chat. If anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links, and links are in the bio. Santana speaks for you. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. All right, you said you have that source that shows J.D. Vance was one of the main authors of the peace agreement.
Yeah, Axios has an article about it. The Hill has an article about it. Not only that. The 8 unresolved questions for Trump's Iran deal.
Okay. 8 unresolved questions for Trump's Iran deal. And this was posted 7 hours ago. All right. Perfect. So is there a specific place that you want me to go that tells that he was one of the authors?
Dude, you're doing this thing where you're okay. So show me. All right, so if I'm going to do this and I'm going to be held up to this level of
confused
criticism,
as far as why you're pivoting.
I want you. No, I'm not pivoting. I want you to do the same thing.
You made the statement that
Santana,
J.D. Vance.
I'm asking.
No. You said J.D. Vance was one of the co-authors of the peace agreement. You said, was he or was he not? I said, I'm not going to say no because I don't know for sure, but he definitely wasn't like the driving force behind it. I even mentioned the fact that he was removed from negotiations and they had to send Marco Rubio. So I'm not like, you're the one that's adamant that he's one of the actual like co-authors of the peace agreement.
He absolutely is. It's
and I'm willing to accept it. I'm willing to accept it. But the point is, like, in order to accept that, I'm just looking for some type of proof to accept your claim.
Okay,
so
no.
Are you
didn't even
let
me say what I was. You didn't even let me say what I was going to say because you're being dishonest right now. This is what you always do. Anytime somebody brings facts, you try to. Okay, so let me just say this. I want you to put your sources. No, Santana, let me get out what I got to say. Why are you so scared for me to talk?
My sources for what?
Your sources for the claim that you made that Iran is enforcing tolls and that they're getting this part of the deal. Show me your sources and show me where they are as far as the deal. Do you think the vice president has anything to do with this deal? Yes or no?
I think that is absolutely moot to the point that you're trying to make. So two things.
No.
So two things.
Let's use our basic logic real quick.
I'm gonna stop you for a second because you're getting really excitable. I'm not sure what's happening, but I hope that
you're just being dishonest. I'm leaving, dude. I'm leaving.
You can run if you want, but you're taking that as a conception. You're literally conceding.
Running.
You're running because you're wrong. So I'm gonna say what I was gonna say. You made the statement and you said that this Axios article actually showed that J.D. Vance was one of the co-authors for the peace agreement, and I'm willing to accept that, but I'm just saying, like, where do you see that? And if you want to see my sources as far as
I'm not going to do your homework. Read it.
With the sources, well, again,
read
it. I'm going to finish what I'm saying. Thumb,
pull it up on your screen.
Thumb,
pull it up on your screen.
Hey, are you okay? What's happening?
You're playing a game.
I'm not playing a game. Why are you being so emotional?
Pull it up. Pull it up on your screen. We'll go through it all together.
Okay. Slow down. Can you please stop?
Pull it up on your screen.
Okay. You have to stop being so emotional. You have to let me speak, friend. I'm not sure what's happening. If I made you upset, if I made you upset, I apologize. I wasn't trying to hurt your feelings. I'm just trying to have a conversation. So please stop.
You're not having a conversation.
Okay. But
you're being dishonest. Pull it up on the screen. We'll all read it together.
Okay.
Right?
We'll all read it together. Stop. So what I was saying is, as far as the sources that you said you want with me and Pakistan and Iran, as far as what's part of the deal, yeah, we can pull that up here. I'll get that up in just a moment, but I want to go through this one first. And then at that point, then we'll go to the source that I have. Now, are you saying that it's specifically in this actual article that you just gave me from Axios? And if so, can you tell me where in the article it states that?
Read the article. Pull it up. We'll read it together.
Sure. Do you want to tell me?
It's not crazy long. Can you just pull it up, Santana?
Well, it's behind a paywall, but before I actually log into this and like,
okay, well then go to the Hill. The Hill's free. The Hill is free. Go to the Hill.
Okay, so you don't want to use this one. You want to? Okay.
No. It's a paywall. I don't want to make you pay for anything.
Well, I was about to say I wanted to know where it was before I like did it.
There's multiple avenues. There's multiple. I'm not going to have you pay for something that for just a debate with somebody.
Okay. The Hill. What's the title of the article from the Hill? BR, you're being
Vance
really,
takes center
I'm sorry,
stage.
one second. BR, you're being really weird in the comment section. Let's not do that. I apologize. Can you give it to me again, please?
Vance takes center stage with Iran deal to open Strait of Hormuz.
Okay. 18 hours ago, let's see here. Vance takes center stage with the Iran deal to open the Strait of Hormuz. Poison could close this. Potentially credentials ahead. Trump on Monday signed certain physical document in Switzerland deal. Lindsey Graham, JD Vance. When referred to Vance as the quote unquote, okay, wait. So Lindsey Graham, it says here, Lindsey Graham, top Senate ally of Trump, then raised eyebrows in a post on social platform X, where he referred to Vance as the architect of the deal. Graham also mentioned some worries about the agreement, given how Iran was describing it, and said that it should be presented to Congress for final approval. If Vance is seen as the face of the lasting deal to end the unpopular war, it could bolster his anti-interventionist bona fides. Wait, it could bolster his anti-interventionist bona fides. Okay, so is that the point that you were saying? Lindsey Graham
No. There's multiple people that talk about JD Vance. Okay. You're just reading the one source that your little mods have read through and try to like, oh, there's one thing that Lindsey Graham.
This is the source that you gave me. What are you talking about?
Well, I know, but you're talking about one person. There's multiple people.
I'm just reading the source that you just gave me.
Okay, but you're right. But you're trying to nitpick Lindsey Graham. Like nobody.
I'm not. I'm literally just reading through the source that you gave me. I'm not nitpicking anything. Like I'm literally.
Lindsey Graham is literally just mad that the war's if the war does come to an end. He's pro-war.
When I tell you like this, what you're saying doesn't move me one way or the other. I'm just reading the source that you're actually giving me, and so far the only thing in this source that has listed as anyone saying that he was the architect is Lindsey Graham. So the point that I'm trying to get to is that what you're leaning on, or is there more in the source that we should keep reading?
This is why I wanted you to pull it up, because what is going on right now is your moderators have read through it. Why are you not letting me finish? Why are you interrupting me?
First and foremost, no one has ran through this, but like this is your source. You gave me the source.
I'm trying to talk about the source, right? What you're doing, and this is why I told you to pull it up so we can all read it together. Because how far down is what you're reading, and how much did you skip? How much did you skip?
It's the third paragraph.
Okay, you did not read two paragraphs right in front of me. So to sit here
I did. I skimmed over it.
No, you didn't.
Don't worry, I got you. Vice President Vance is taking center stage as the United States is poised to sign a preliminary deal with Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, and what could prove to be a political opportunity or minefield as he seeks to tout his credentials ahead of 2028. President Trump said on Monday that Vice President will represent the United States in the signing ceremony of the physical document with Iran and Switzerland if the deal ultimately goes through. Senator Lindsey Graham, Republican South Carolina, a top Senate ally of Trump, then raised eyebrows in a post on social platform X when he referred to Vance as the architect of the deal. So you see how, like, I literally just read, I mean, the first two paragraphs, I didn't say those out loud because it was nothing worth like saying. There's no substance. But this is the point where you said that like someone was naming him as the point person for the peace agreement. So you see how that works? You see how like I literally am just reading the source you gave me?
What you're doing is you're spinning it and you're manipulating it.
How am I spinning and manipulating a source that you gave me by reading it?
You keep interrupting me because what you're failing to do is pull it up so we can all read it together, right? Because what you're doing is you're ignoring.
Okay. I mean, I just read it verbatim, but it's fine.
You're ignoring the actual headline.
It's okay. I wasn't. I was literally just reading it verbatim, but it's okay. You can stop.
Why are you so scared for me to talk?
I'm not. Just stop. Just stop.
You
I'll
are.
put it
You
on the
keep
screen.
muting and you keep
I'll
talking
put it
over
on
me.
the screen. I'll put it on the screen. Like, there's no need for you to continue to crash out. I'll literally put this on the screen because, again, this is your source, and all I was doing was reading your source. I'm so confused as far as like why you're upset that I'm reading your source. Give me a second here. Up. Do that. Okay, you have to come back into the screen or come back into the app to see it.
Yeah, and then not only that, but
Are
you
you
list
ready?
everything that JD Vance
It's okay. I don't want you to add anything to it. We're just going to read this together and then we'll go from there. Vice President Vice President Vance says,
you keep muting me and you keep cutting me off.
You're speaking over me and you wanted me to do
dude,
this,
you
and so
do
I'm
it
doing
again.
what you want. I'm literally reading this.
You
Please
mute,
stop.
you lose.
Yeah, no, that's not how
You
it
mute,
works.
you lose.
If you keep talking over me, you concede.
Do it
I'm
one
just
more
going to take it as a concession. If you keep trying to talk over me, and running is absolutely a concession. Running is absolutely a concession. Guys, please, let's not forget exactly what his problem was. His problem was that he said that I was skimming over the information and I didn't actually read it out. He said that, I kept saying, put it on the screen because you're not reading it. And when I put it on the screen after telling him, hey, it was only the 3 paragraphs, because look, chat, this is the first paragraph. This is the second paragraph. This is the third paragraph right here. This is the point where it says Senator Lindsey Graham called JD Vance the architect of the deal. So I'm not exactly sure what happened. I mean, he's upset that I actually read his source. I'm confused as far as like why he was so upset that I read his source. I mean, I'm so confused because like he's literally the one that gave this to me. He said, but you had your little mods looking over it. What? Like, bro, we literally was just reading what you just gave me. And he ran because he knew he was cooked. I don't know. You said, how much would you have to donate for Santana to stop muting guests? I don't know. I'm muting you now until you donate enough for me to actually unmute you. I don't think you'll ever meet that threshold, but that's fine. Anyway, guys, only request up if you are Are you back?
So I left because you will not let me get a word out.
Okay,
right?
but we're reading your source.
Dishonest. No, okay, that's fine. But
how am I being dishonest by reading your source? We're going to put this back on the screen and we're going to read it, okay?
You're not letting me respond. And
we didn't do anything. You told me to put this on the screen and read it.
You kept muting and you kept on
because you kept trying to interrupt me as I read what you told me to read.
No, Santana, you're being dishonest just like you always are.
How am I being dishonest by putting something on the screen that you told me to bring up?
I didn't say that was dishonest. What did I say? And you're doing something dishonest right now. I never said that was dishonest. What I said was dishonest was you not letting me talk. And you keep muting.
How was I supposed to let you talk when you told me to put this on the screen so we can read it together?
How am I supposed to make an argument if you keep muting me?
You're not supposed to make an argument in the middle of me speaking.
You mute, you lose. That's the rules.
No, it's not. It's not. Nope. That's not the rules. That's not what happens here. I muted you again. That's not the rules. I don't care about your made up fake rules. You know what the rules are? You run, you lose. That's 2 L's for you in a row. That's literally 2 L's for you in a row. You lost twice. Like, holy shit, you lost twice. Damn. Oh, well. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter, can't debate. You know what you can do? I'm going to go ahead and mute you in the comments. Somebody already got you. You're muted in the comment sections as well. I mean, if you would like to come back up and run a third time and lose 3 times in a row, you can do that. But I'm not going to let you cry in the comment section. What are we doing? Anywho, guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Okay, so he's back in the request, guys. I'm going to say this again. Thumb, if I hit that accept button and you run again or don't have impulse control, you lose. FYI, if I bring you back up here and you run again or you don't have impulse control, you lose. And just to make sure you understand what's happening, once I bring you back in, I still have this Hill article up. I'm going to bring the Hill article up. I'm going to read the first 3 paragraphs. And then after I read the first 3 paragraphs, I will give you the floor to actually defend this because I want clarification after we read the first 3 paragraphs. So FYI, this is how it's going to work. I'll bring you back up. I'm going to read the 3 paragraphs, and then I have a clarifying question, and then the floor is yours. If you can't stop talking over me, you lose. If you run, you lose. If you slur, you lose. Period. Period. All right, chat. You guys heard me lay out the parameters, right? Everyone heard that? Everyone heard that, right? Okay, so we understand exactly what's going to happen here. Okay, welcome in, Thumb. So now I'm going to go ahead and put this article back on the, did you come back up to report? I'm trying to be weird. That's fine. That's not how it works anymore. You can report all you want to, but that's not how it works. Anyway, I'm going to put this article back up on the screen, and then we'll go from there, okay? He's reporting, guys.
Go ahead.
He thinks that him reporting is going to get the live taken down, but it doesn't work that way anymore.
Go ahead.
It's funny they still don't know or haven't read the updated TOS, but it's fine. All right. You have to come back into the app so you can see it.
I have it on my screen too. I'm gonna follow along.
So no, follow along here on the screen. I need you to stay in the app because again, you're trying to continue to like spam report, and that's
I can
weird.
hear you. No, I'm not.
You're trying to spam report. Yes, you are. Don't be weird. Like that's such a cowardice move. Don't be a coward.
I'm not spam reporting.
Yes,
what are you talking about?
Are you
I'm reading the same article as you.
Are you a Christian?
I'm literally.
Are you a Christian?
You're literally deflecting right now.
Are you a Christian?
Stop deflecting.
Are you a Christian?
Why are you going to make fun of Christians? You got something against Christians?
No. Are you a Christian?
Get to the.
You keep cutting out. I don't know what's happening. Are you a Christian? Why do you keep leaving the app?
Huh?
Why do
Somebody
you keep
keeps calling me.
Okay. Are you
Somebody
a Christian?
keeps calling me.
Are you a
Yes,
Christian?
Santana. Get to this topic.
You are? Okay.
Stop pivoting.
Swear to God. Swear to God. Swear to God on your mother's life and let her drop dead that you're not reporting.
That I'm not reporting? I reported you before I even got up.
Oh,
because you were lying about the Iran deal.
See?
Before I even got up.
I'm just going to go ahead and get you out of here. I told you, guys, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? Like, when I tell you they're the weakest of weak, the funny thing is, that's not how it works anymore. That's literally not how it works anymore. It's so sad because you reporting doesn't actually do anything because of the AI that now governs TikTok. But let's not actually be confused, right? Let's not be confused. This is what they do. This is what they do. I'm so glad that he admitted it in 4K. You said because you're disingenuous. You think so, Derek? Come up here, Derek, and tell me how I'm disingenuous. I'm going to go ahead and, I can't send you a request to come up, but I can mute you. So I'm going to mute you. But you're more than welcome to request up, Derek. Come up here and tell me how I'm disingenuous. Debbie's in the chat. Thank you for that. John said, Santana rage bait master. You're a bot. Or not a bot, but that's your troll account. So I'm going to go ahead and mute that troll account because I don't really care about troll accounts. So the funny thing about them trying to report is that, again, it's all based off of AI algorithm now. And the funny thing is, as long as you're not up here crashing out, then they won't ban you. So there's that. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Santana, that dude did not read the articles.
Okay, but are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
No, absolutely not. No, I'm sorry.
Okay, no worries. I appreciate you. I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down. Okay. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you would like to support the live, you could do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. I think it's so telling. I think it's so telling that he admitted to reporting before he even came up. Before he even came up and I rocked his shit, he was already reporting and crying. That's how weak they are. That's how you know they have howdy partner. They have nothing. And let's be honest, they get really upset with me because I don't let them lie and just move on. I don't let them make random claims and just move on. Howdy partner. They get really upset that I don't allow them to just make random claims and just take it for face value. But I do believe that if you're going to make a statement, then you have to be able to substantiate said statement. Anyway, only request up if you're a Trump supporter, disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. W's in the chat for Terry for the $5 donation saying, hey, Santana, please keep your, please keep, oh, got it. Yep. Absolutely, Terry. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. I appreciate you. W's in the chat for Brianna for the $2 donation saying royalties for you donut. I appreciate you. Venmo, thank you for all that you do daily. Shout outs to management for getting you out of the locker room. I know that's right. W's in the chat for you and W's in the chat for management. Thank you so much. W's in the chat for Jocelyn for the $1 donation saying, I don't understand why the guest was mad. He complained the entire time that you don't read the whole source and then got mad when you start reading the source from the top like he wanted. He wanted me just to accept what he was saying without like validating it. They think that once you say, give me a source and they just name something, you're supposed to accept it. Like I will absolutely, run through and validate sources. Like they have an issue with that, but I don't. And so like we will go through that. W's in the chat for Rebel for the $2 donation. Said happy National Fudge Day. Thank you so much for the $2 donation and happy National Fudge Day. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's see here. This is definitely a troll account. Willing to bet they slur. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Okay. So did you want to talk or you were going to just be weird? I mean, did you want to talk or just gonna? Yeah, you're just gonna be weird. It's okay. Like I don't understand why you came up just to be weird, but it's fine. It's fine. W's in the chat as well for Gar for the $9.99 super chat to say Blackbeard over Shanks the snitch. I don't know what you're talking about. How is Shanks a snitch? What are you talking about? I think you're tripping. He said, bro, rage baiting no one. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure what they thought they was doing. Like, it's so interesting when they do like the weird stuff and they think that it's going to get to someone. I think it's because they're so fragile that they know these things would actually bother them. And so they think since it's things that would actually bother them, it would bother us. David, you've been kind of yip yapping a lot in the comment section. I'm going to send you a request. Come up here and tell me about it. Come up here and tell me about it. You've been like, I'm going to mute you. Like, you've been very interested in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. Debbie's in the chat for Lana, who sent out, oh, wait, you resubscribed over on Twitch for 6 months. Let's fucking go. Debbie's in the chat for the resubscription. And Debbie's in the chat for Cool Cat for the one cheer bit to say he doesn't understand that you're literally doing the first thing he asks. They don't know debates. They don't. They don't, but they're just super emotional. And it's interesting, but it's their fifis. Debbie's in the chat as well. Oh, are we caught up over here? Debbie's in the chat as well for Fruit Punch for the $5 super chat to say also, since you're an anime head, checking out Jimata. Starts off as a Japanese Family Guy, but then the plot is amazing. The parody of DBZ, Bleach, and Naruto, etc. I might have to check that out. Debbie's in chat for Dragon for the $1.99 super chat to say, call or lay off the Monster Energy this morning. Like, I'm telling you, they're so unhinged this morning. I don't understand why, but that's where they are. That's literally where they are. If you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links and links are in the bio. Santana speaks for you. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, do all the wonderful things. Hi, Tosh. Are you a Trump supporter? Disagree with anything on the background?
Yeah. What's meant by Republican stupidity is home?
Yeah. We can talk about that. Just to verify, are you a Republican or someone that leans right, votes right, things like that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Tosh, when I say Republican stupidity is home, it's two prongs, right? One, it speaks to the people that align themselves with the Republican Party, that vote for the Republican Party. They have a sense of, just not necessarily want to engage with facts, information, or anything from an intellectual aspect. They much rather just believe what they're told. And so they lean into things that are not only like not true, but things that are easily disprovable. And so since they do that, it's more comfortable for them to actually just believe the things that they hear without fact checking it. And so that's what I mean when I say Republican stupidity is home. When I also, then when I say it's two prongs, that means that the Republican Party, the people in power, those members of Congress are weaponizing the stupidity. They understand that the people, their voter base, are unwilling to actually verify information or look for factual information. And so they weaponize that stupidity to continue to gain power. So that's what I mean when I say Republican stupidity is home.
Okay, and this is made true based off of experiences you've had with Republicans or what you've just seen in general.
It's made
when doing research.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I apologize.
No, you good.
Can you finish your sentence again?
Yeah. So is what you're saying going to be made true based off of personal experiences with Republicans or what you've seen from like researching?
Yeah, it's from a combination of things. It comes from the inability for people who vote right to engage with empirics, factual information, whether it's the fact that, like, we can take the big lie, right? And the amount of Republicans that still, as of today, believe that the 2020 presidential election was somehow stolen. They're actually on record as far as still agreeing that that was stolen when it wasn't. It was one of the safest elections in United States history. We can also talk about the fact that a majority of Republicans don't know. Yep, I hear it. Don't know, or I'm sorry, the majority of Republicans, people that voted for Donald Trump after the election, there were two major spikes that occurred as far as Google searches. The first major spike was, what is a tariff? Which we know that Donald Trump promised that he would lower prices prior to the election based on tariffs. And people held to the premise that, oh, tariffs are going to reduce prices. And then after Donald Trump won the election, they went to Google and found out what a tariff was and found out the tariff is not going to be paid by the other country, but they're going to be paid by the consumer. So they're going to raise prices. And then the second spike in the Google search at the same time was, can I take my vote back? So those things are highlighting. But then when you talk about empirics, if you take a look at the voter base of the elector It's the more educated you are, the more likely you are to vote towards the left or liberal, versus the majority of the voter base for Donald Trump has either a high school diploma or less.
Yeah, but yeah, sure. That can be true and all, but I don't necessarily agree with the fact that having a higher level of education is going to make you smarter than somebody. Like, for example, you have a degree in a certain field of study. Like, let's say somebody has a degree in like forensic science, but somebody who only has a high school diploma that actually studies things like let's just take philosophy, for example. I don't think that somebody with a forensics degree is going to be necessarily smarter there, but sure, I can like grant you that all that is true because obviously it must be. But my whole point with that is just kind of, if you're trying to assert that having a high level of education is going to make you more intelligent than somebody, I don't necessarily take that to be the case. Unless you have an argument for that, because I don't think that's inherently true in all circumstances.
No, I actually don't even agree with that statement, because I personally have multiple degrees, and I don't think I'm intelligent because I have degrees. I know for a fact the only thing that earning a degree does is show that you have the ability to learn. It doesn't equate to intelligence. But that is just a reference point to say that people who engage in less academic achievement, people who look to attain less education, tend to be more conservative, right? So I'm not saying that just because you have a degree, you're smart, or just because you don't, you're not. But those people who tend to seek additional education tend to lean towards the left versus the right. That's the point that I'm highlighting there. But the bigger thing is dealing with the people who still support Donald Trump and support what the efforts that are occurring on the right. It's literally because they refuse to actually engage in any type of empirics, right? The greatest example of that is like when you talk about the amount of undocumented immigrants in the country. And the people on the right tend to lean on about a 20 million number, stating that 20 million undocumented immigrants came into the country under Biden, which is not true. The acceptable number by all research and data and statistics show that it was about 10 million. But this is something that not only have people on the right leaned into as far as the amount of people that came into the country, but also saying things like the border is completely shut down, the border was completely opened by Biden, things like that that are easily disprovable, but they refuse to actually engage in reality.
All right. Well, I mostly agree with you for the most part. I was just confused as to where you were going with the part where you said those with high level educations are more left leaning. Like I thought you were implying that just because you have a high level education means that you're inherently more intelligent than somebody else.
No,
but if that's not what you're saying, then I mean, sorry.
I don't think education is inherent. I mean, like, yes, genetically speaking, you can have God dang it, hold on. You can be predisposed to a certain IQ level, but IQ is something that can be changed and controlled. I actually saw a really good study. It talked about there was a control that was done in Iraq that showed like with the implementation towards girls, that if you give them access to food and proper education, they were able to increase the IQ points for the children versus their parents. And they increase IQ points by 30 points by giving them not only access to food, but access to equitable education. So like when you talk about, intelligence, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the ability to learn or anything like that. I'm literally just talking about stupidity, which speaks to people leaning on things that aren't true. That has nothing to do with their intelligence level.
Oh yeah, right. But you said that you didn't think intelligence was necessarily inherent. Well, that's not what I meant when I said inherence. Then So all I mean when I say that if you have a degree, that doesn't make you necessarily inherently smarter than somebody else. I'm just saying that I'm denying the proposition that if somebody were to go out and get a college degree, then that means they're automatically smarter or more intelligent than somebody with just a high school degree.
Yeah,
that's all I'm doing, is rejecting that
that's
notion.
That's not the point. Neither one of us believe that.
Yeah. Now, yeah, I know. And that's what I was saying, that after you clarified that, because I thought that was a point that you were trying to make, then I mostly agree with you for the most part then.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, I appreciate you coming up.
All right.
All right. Have a good one. Guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you'd like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links and links are in the bio. Santana speaks for you. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Hi, Thomas. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Yeah. You said something about I heard a little bit of the conversation that you had with the other gentleman. You talked about the border, how it was easily to be disproven. If I made the claim the border was not secure or anything like that, and then
no. The claim that people make that the border is closed, or also the claim that Joe Biden completely opened up the border.
Okay, so I would agree that the border is closed now.
Okay. Can you tell me what Donald Trump did what piece of legislation he passed to close the border?
With a big, beautiful bill, he put in a lot of funding for ICE and Border Patrol, which allowed more ICE agents to be then hired for the inside of the United States, but then also the Border Patrol, which allowed more resources and more funding, a lot more money than we saw under Biden.
Okay. So you're absolutely correct as far as those statements, and I think there are some nuance that we can talk about in a moment as far as the allocations to CBP. But I will make this statement again: that didn't close the border. So even with the passing of the OBBB, that didn't close the border, and allocations of funds and resources didn't close the border. So can you tell me what piece of legislation closed the border?
Yeah, well, I would argue that it did, because one thing that we did saw, even reported by CBS News, even reporters who are independent journalists who go there and says, this is a border that has been barbed wired, completely putting things inside the water for people to only try to come into the to even our side of the country as we try to deter them off. It is.
That's not true.
Even CBS even reported that
literally,
we haven't had encounters since the 1970s.
That's literally not true.
And we have net negative migration.
Hold on, Thomas, calm down. That's not true, because Texas tried to actually put in barbed wire in the actual waterways crossing, and the Supreme Court ruled that they couldn't do that and they had to take it out. So I didn't say any
barbed wire. We actually have these red big circular things in the water.
What's the red big circular thing? You mentioned barbed wire, and then you said they're putting in the water. So if you're talking about something different.
I didn't say anything that barbed wire is going in the water. There's
barbed wire. No. I said you mentioned barbed wire, and then you mentioned the water. So if you're not talking about the barbed wire in the water, which was a thing, if you're not talking about that, then what are you referring to? It
wasn't a thing, because you just told me that they couldn't even do it. So what do you?
No, I said it was a thing, meaning Texas did it, and the Supreme Court said they had to take that out. But again,
so then there are still barbed wires there.
No, listen, I need you just to clarify. Wait 1 second, Thomas. Slow down, okay? I'm just trying to clarify what you're saying. I'm not making an accusation. I'm saying I want clarification. Are you trying to say that there's barbed wire in the water that's stopping people from being able to cross over, or are you saying there's something else? Like, which one are you saying?
We are putting obstacles with the funding that we had and more troops on the ground, where there's people not entering the country through illegal means.
Okay, that's not true.
Basically, just like my whole point.
That's not true. Yeah. If you take a look at the actual allocations of the One Big Beautiful Bill, there is absolutely allocations that occurred for CBP, which included increased spending for Border Patrol, and also for equipment and a couple of different things. But if you take a look at the actual spending that has occurred so far, the only thing that Border Patrol has spent money on has been AI. The allocations of the funds, you can see the breakdown in the spending they've spent. I'm sorry, I won't say the only thing, because they have spent a little bit of money on other things, but nothing substantial as far as border protections, except for AI. They have increased the type of technology, facial recognition, things like that, that they use at the border, but that still didn't shut down the border. So the idea that they hire more patrol or gave them more guns or resources or anything like that, that's not a true statement. They have the budget for it, but they have not spent the budget to actually get those things.
They have increased the employments that they had. They increased a bunch of people that didn't even push them
Where
to
are
the
you
border.
getting that
Yes,
from?
with equipment, from the money that they are given.
No.
If you were given
Again,
a bunch of money,
Thomas, slow down. I'm telling you, yes, they allocated the funds, but I'm saying they have not spent the funds to do those things. Unless you have a source that shows that they've used the funds and they've actually did like a mass hiring or something like that, I'm willing to accept that. But the last time when looking at the budget and the spending of the budget, I agree they allocated those funds, but they have not utilized those funds for hiring people. The only thing of the funds that they've actually utilized, the only thing from the funds that they've actually utilized to a substantial base is the purchase of AI when it comes to facial recognition software at the border.
okay, did you just say that they had hired more people?
No.
They have not hired any more people at all.
I'm not saying they haven't hired more people. I'm saying there has not been a substantial hiring increase that would be like worth quantifying to decreasing the amount of people coming across the border. Like, yes, they've hired people, but they haven't hired so many people that would actually reduce border crossings. The only substantial thing that they've done is purchase AI for facial recognition to help with the border.
Wait, to help with the border to do what?
Facial recognition software.
To do what?
To track people coming to and in through the border.
The country
AI.
to protect it from the border? Isn't that not to protect the border? Right?
What do you think you're trying to say right now?
You just admit that they used AI to do facial recognition to do what exactly? Can you restate what you said?
Okay, I'm going
To
to start over.
who's
Make sure
coming to
you're
the
paying attention
border?
with this, Thomas. Your claim is that they've spent money through the One Big Beautiful Bill, which has decreased the actual border and shut down the border. Because remember, my question was, what piece of legislation closed the border? And you said the passing of the border. I'm sorry?
You said shut down the border? What does that mean?
Yes, I've said this multiple times. I said, what piece of legislation was passed that closed the border?
But you just said something about shut down the border.
Shut down and close is the same thing.
What?
I'm using those as interchangeable words. Shut down and close.
They did shut down the border?
Thomas, can you please stop and listen?
I'm listening. I'm questioning what you said.
You're not. I'm using the words shut down and close as interchangeable terms. So no matter if I'm saying shut down or if I say close, it means the same thing.
So
you understand that?
Use the money that's yes. Did CBP use the money that they were given to shut down the border?
Is that a question?
Yes, it is. Did CBP use the funds that they were given to shut down the border? No. And what they spent it on AI, correct?
No, the biggest amount of spending they've done, the only substantive spending they've done is on AI facial recognition. What was my original question to you?
I don't know if you even asked me a question, to be honest.
I did.
What was the question then?
What piece of legislation was passed that closed, i.e. shut the border?
Yeah, so I would say if you're going to say legislation, really, I think it's what they gave them more resources to actually hire more officers. I'm just going to restate what I said.
Right, and that's where so we're tracking again. So you said the amount of funds that have been allocated in the One Big Beautiful Bill. And I said I agree that the funds have been allocated, but the funds were not spent. Do you hear what I'm saying? So the money that they allocated to hire more Border Patrol, how to partner, to purchase more equipment like AVs and guns and stuff like that, those things have not been done. The only substantial spending that they have done from the One Big Beautiful Bill, the funds that were allocated for CBP is on the AI facial software recognition.
And what is that? What the AI for the face recognition was to do what? To help them with what exactly?
To identify people coming to and crossing the United States border.
Okay. Would you say then a lot of those people then were deterred away?
No.
No, we have a net negative migration. There's less people.
We don't have a net negative migration. Where are you getting this from?
Let me pull this up actually.
Okay, but can you, while you're pulling it up, I would much rather get an answer to my first question before we move to a second portion, which is, can you name the piece of legislation that closed/shut down the border? Because the passing of the One Big Beautiful Bill and the allocations of the fund did not do that. And even if you talk about the amount of funds that were allocated, while I will agree that they specifically gave money to hiring more people and buying more equipment and all this other stuff, that has not been done. So that's not something that would have quote unquote closed or shut down the border.
Yeah, so I have a kind of, during the Homeland Security thing, what they really used the funds for, released on July 4th. So 446.5 billion.
Wait, hold on. What are you getting this from? What are you reading?
This is for the Homeland Security website.
What's the title of the source? I'm sorry, what's the source and what's the title?
DHS.gov. Let me give me 1 second. Secretary Noam commends President Trump and One Big Beautiful Bill signing into law, historic win for the American people and the rule. It's July.
Well, no.
4th.
What's is that the whole title?
That is the title of the article. Yes.
Okay, read it one more time. And this is on DHS.gov.
Homeland Security, but DHS.gov. Yes.
Okay, what's the title?
Secretary Noam commends President Trump and One Big Beautiful Bill signing into law.
You say convince President Trump?
Commends. Yes.
Okay. Commends President Trump on the signing
into law.
Okay, let's see here. All right, and this is from almost a year ago.
Yeah.
All right, so just to verify, right, are you saying this source actually states that they have spent that money on hiring people and everything, not that they actually allocated those funds? Because you and I aren't disagreeing that the funds have been allocated.
Has different sections of what the funds were being used for, or what the fund is supposed to be used for.
Yeah, no. I mean, again, I'm not disagreeing. You and I are not disagreeing that funds were allocated for specific hirings. Again, I've made this very, very, very clear. The One Big Beautiful Bill absolutely allocated funds for more things for the CBP. But the point that I'm making is, outside of AI with the facial recognition software, there hasn't been any substantial spending on those other things that the money was allocated for. So if this is just going to be, and which I'm sure this is, because this is from July 4th, 2025, this is right after the passing of the One Big Beautiful Bill. Like, if you're this is just about to show me like where they said, oh, we gave this amount of money for this amount of money for this. This isn't what we're looking for, because you and I don't agree that the money was allocated.
If somebody's going to give you money for 14.4 billion for removal transportations, or 3.2 for new technology, and 2.7 for billion for broader surveillance, are you going to tell me that they wouldn't have not used that money to then try to close down the border?
I'm specifically telling you, yes, with the amount of funds that were allocated through the One Big Beautiful Bill, there has been there's been a few people hired, there has been some equipment purchased, but nowhere near the actual allocated amount. The only type of substantial spending has been for AI with facial recognition software for the border.
How much was that? Where is that, sir?
Give me a second here.
Take your time. I'm not.
Mm-hmm. So let's see here. NPR wrote an interesting article about it. No, I don't want to go to that one. 1 second here. Let's go specifically. Okay. The Guardian has an article about the $6 billion fund expansion of the U.S. Mexico border surveillance reports finds. And so this states in that article, the Trump administration sweeping tax cuts bill will finance a vast expansion of the surveillance. Oh, wait. No, this just talks about what it was doing. I'm sorry. Let me get to the actual source of the spending. Let me get the updated. Where's the updated information? This is the budget. This is biometrics. This is talking about the biometrics. I don't want that one. Hold on. Let's say current. Because it keeps talking about the overall allocation. Okay. This is what I was looking for, the house.gov. It's 2025. Oh, here it is. May 4th, 2026. This is the budget. Holy shit. This is their updated budget. Give me a second here. So what I'm looking at is HR 1. This is house.gov, the one big beautiful bill, from the U.S. Senate Committee on the Budget. And this talks about the amount of spending that has occurred. And this looks at the 2025-2026 budget for the one big beautiful bill. But this is 940 pages. So give me a few moments to search through this to find exactly what it's looking for, or what you're looking for.
Oh, if you want, we can talk about a different topic. I know it's like 900 pages, is probably a little too much. But
I mean, it's your call. The point that I'm trying to make, and it just really boils down to the overall spending, in which, I mean, they have to actually, yeah, they're saying they spent, hold on, IT modernization efforts, hold on, because this talks about the amount they've spent on their, okay, here it is. Breakdown one big beautiful bill, ways and means, TCJA, new tax cuts, okay, Homeland Security Committee, where is it? They have information about how much they've spent on FIFA, how much they've spent on grants and reimbursements. That's interesting. Dang it. Sorry, I'm looking through this entire bill as far as the spending that's occurred, and it's given all the breakdowns. I'm looking in the section currently that talks about Homeland Security. And just a FYI, it says that overall it's a $120 billion that was allocated, and 79 billion has been spent. And out of that 79 billion, the majority of it has gone to, oh, here it is. So, why is it freezing? The majority of this has gone towards border walls construction and border security facility improvements, which is 50 billion. Of that 50 billion, it says here 42 has been allocated towards AI. So they have other things that, but the total of the allocation for Homeland Security Committee was 120 billion. They've spent 79 of the 120, and out of that 42 directly goes towards AI.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with AI being used. I would just say that the AI is used to help them secure the border to then deter people away from the border to not come into the country.
I mean, I hear you, but like the whole thing we've been arguing, you said that they use this money to hire new people and buy equipment. Like as far as personnel and protection, overall, since the passing of the One Big Beautiful Bill on U.S. Customs and Border Patrol personnels and vehicle, they've only spent $8 billion.
Only 8 billion? That's a lot. 8 billion?
8 billion out of 120 billion. And to put that in perspective, as far as like they spent 2 million in 2026 just to do security planning for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. So you can say 8 billion is a lot, but they spent 2 billion just preparing for the World Cup here in the US.
Yeah,
and
I mean, I would understand that, to be honest. I mean, it's a World Cup event.
Yeah, it's just security planning and other related costs. So that's not like hiring people. That's not doing any of those. The point that I'm trying to get across is like, while there has been allocations of the funds, and again, there has been a massive allocations of the funds, but with the massive allocations of the funds, they have not actually been spending the funds on the things that they're supposed to spend on. That's my big point. Like that's the overarching point of what I'm trying to get across.
So if they have not spent the funds, then that means and shows that the border is then not secure. I would argue they have spent some funds. They might not have spent all the funds, but we actually have then see the border crossings, encounters, and even plummet to the lowest annual level since 1970s. So I would then say, you know what, hey, we probably spent a lot of money to give to these people, but they didn't use all of it, and they used some of it to get what the people wanted, was to secure the border.
Where are you getting the information around like them actually securing the border? Because even if you take a look at the numbers that are being reported by CBP, they stopped reporting numbers.
I totally get it. I mean,
no. I want you to directly engage with what I just said. CBP, the people that are responsible for tracking the information for border crossings and things along those lines, they're no longer tracking and releasing information when it comes to border crossings. So where are you getting this information from?
CBS News, illegal crossings along U.S.-Mexico border plummets to the lowest.
Where's CBS News getting this from?
I'm guessing from a source that they have historical figures indicate. Let me see what they're citing here.
And when was this article? When did this come out from CBS News?
October 7th, 2025.
Yeah, that's actually prior to when they stopped reporting the numbers. Give me a second here.
It still shows that's at the lowest annual since 1970. And then they brought up a BBP Southwest border sector.
I don't. If you don't mind, please don't like add extra stuff. 1 second here. Let's see here. Where's the historical data? This talks about the amount of substance that they actually captured, notifications. Yeah, so the last, damn it, I wish I gotta have to go back and find when was the last time they actually gave the numbers for the crossings. They have been publishing, oh wait, here, stats and summaries. Let's see. Stats and summaries, encounters. This doesn't talk about the actual, this talks about like the things that they've utilized. Where in the fuck is the numbers? Yeah, 300 port of entries, encounters, southwest border encounters. I don't even know where they moved it to. The point that I'm getting across is that like CBP has stopped like directly reporting the amount of encounters or gotaways that have been tracked. And so they are making claims because I'm on the site and they are listing the claims, including like they're saying, 90% lower monthly average over the last 33 years, but they're not citing any of the numbers where we can find like where this is. They have like narcotic seizures, all this other stuff. So they are saying like they're making these claims as far as like the things that they're doing that are at historic lows, but then also like they're not citing any specific numbers or where they're getting this from with the CBP. So like, I mean, I hear what you're saying with CBS, but like if CBP, the people responsible for reporting this information, isn't directly reporting, I mean, directly distributing those numbers, then I'm not sure how we can rely on CBS to be given that accurate information.
If CBS were to report on something like this and had no data to use, then how are they still able then to report this news story? Because there is data. There's a graph right there. I'm looking
at what's the CBS article? Read it off for me.
The same one that I just read off. The illegal. This is the title. Illegal crossing along U.S.-Mexico border plummets to lowest annual level since 1970.
Okay.
That's the article.
Let's see here. CBS article. It's from October 2025. Is that accurate?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. And the graph that you're talking about, it says illegal crossings along the U.S.-Mexico border.
Yes.
Okay, so the graph just shows like year over year the numbers. And so this is listed for in 2025, they're saying that it was 238,000 crossings in 2025.
238, yes. Compared to year of 2022, 2023, 2 million.
Yeah, so 1 second here. Historical figures, let's see. This comes from the Border Patrol, but this is only until 2019. I'm checking the links as far as the sources that this article has. Let's see here. So historical figures only goes back to 2019. We don't want the financial year. Trump took office, thousands of soldiers shutting down a program, curtailed by courts. This talks about, yeah, they're like, again, there, unless you can find a link in this article that goes to any type of empirical data. The only thing that I found is in the third paragraph. Says the number is lowest annual tally recorded by Border Patrol since the fiscal year of 1970s, when the agency reported 202,000 apprehensions along the U.S.-Mexico border. And then it gives you the link for the historical figures. The actual data, once you click on that link, it goes to from fiscal year 2019 until 1960. So this still doesn't give like any updated information past 2019. So do you see any other link that they're using to any other information that gives those updated numbers?
From what the article is showing, I do not see anything. But in the paragraph right under it says in 2022, Border Patrol made 2.2 million apprehensions. That's almost 10 times the level recorded in 2025.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not disputing what it says in this article. I'm just saying they're not citing any source. And then when I go to CBP and look at their historical data, they don't have this information listed. So again, I'm not saying that, oh, this is unfounded, but the big point that I'm trying to get across is like CBS isn't citing their source. and the place where I would go for their source, it's not listed there. All these other links link to like other articles that they've written before.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at who the author is, and it's by the same person, Camilo.
I don't think the author has to do anything with the fact that we want to find out where did they get this actual data from for this graph.
The government data that's linked there.
Where?
A lot of
What link? What link?
So historical figures, did you already look at that one?
Yeah. And that's why I said it goes back to 2019. I'm sorry, it goes from 2019 to 1960. You can take a moment. I'm going to thank a couple of people, and then we'll go from there. Debbie's in the chat for Lonnie for the $2 donation, saying, I would like to I like the way you debate because it helps people from other countries learn about the U.S. Additionally, you brought me to research the history of my African ancestry and histories. Greetings from Germany to you and the listeners that really want to learn and improve. W's in the chat for you, Lonnie. Thank you so much for the love, support, and your kindness. And I'm just happy that I could spark any type of interest to dig deeper. I think that's super important. I think critical thinking is at an all-time low, especially within the U.S. And so just saying that, you know, I provide any type of substance that truly makes me happy. So thank you so much. And W's in the chat, thank you so much for the donation. W's in the chat for Sam for the $1 donation. Please tell the guests that their local fire department will replace the smoke detector batteries for free. Smoke detector saves lives. Yeah, you got to get that smoke detector checked out, Thomas. Please and thank you. W's in the chat as well for, let me make sure I'm caught up here. W's in the chat for Trey for the $5 super chat to say, Biden tried to pass border legislation, but guess who undermined the bill? Trump. That is factual. Factual. W's in the chat. Thank you so much for that super chat. And it looks like we're all caught up. Guys, if anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. Keep tapping the screen, guys. Also, look up at the top. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Hit that follow button. Hit that follow button. Turn on notifications so you know when we go live. We go live all the time, so please hit that follow button and turn on notifications. All right. Were you able to find? Oh, 1 second. Sorry, you did. Let's see. So Jamie sent 1 cent, and Jamie basically wants to know why I told a white man that he can't talk about the white woman prompt versus saying if that's true, why can you talk about white men or white women? Jamie, first and foremost, you know, you could have just come up here instead of sending the 1 cent, but it's fine. It's fine, Jamie. The reason why is, you know, it's fine. Boom. I'm going to send you a request to come up, Jamie, and you can get the answer in person. I just sent you a request. If you want your answer, if you want your question answered, go ahead and hit that accept button, Jamie. I see the 1 cent in the question. I'm not going to answer it. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to answer it. I sent you the request to come up, and you can get your question answered in person. But if you're not going to be brave, Jamie, then I guess you'll never know. And that's a penny that you spent that you'll never get back. And for people saying, oh, he couldn't have even sent $1, I'm sure he probably could, but he had no interest because 1, he doesn't want to support, but 2, he was just trying to be contentious, right? Like he wanted an answer to the question because he was too much of a coward to come up here and get it. There we go. Hey, Jamie.
Hello. Hey, sorry.
So your question is, on one of your other lives, there was a white male guest, and you claimed because he was not white, a white woman, he could not talk about the prompt. You Prompt, you have about comfort. If that were true, why can you talk about white men or white women? Jamie, first and foremost, are you a white man?
I'm a mixed race. But
first and
yes, I'm
foremost, you're
part
not a
white,
puppy
yes.
friend. So you're not mixed. Don't say that about yourself. That's dehumanizing. You're biracial. What are
Right.
your parents?
White and Mexican.
Okay, Mexican isn't a race, friend.
Mexican is a race.
No, Mexican is not a race.
What do you mean?
Mexican is a nationality. Mexican are people from Mexico. Did he run? Did the other guy run? Why did he run? Whatever. Anyway, yeah, Mexican is a nationality.
Okay.
So your parents, one of your parents is white. What's the race of your other parent? If your parents from Mexico,
Hispanic?
then I'm sorry?
I said Hispanic then?
That's an ethnicity.
Okay, then what would be the race of a Mexican man?
It could be anything because it depends on how they phenotypically present. So what I was going to say is that you can have a Mexican man that's black. You can have a Mexican man that's white. You can have a Mexican man that's indigenous. Like it could be a multitude of things. So phenotypically speaking, what does he actually present to the world as?
Mexican? I'm not.
Do I look American?
What do you mean?
Would you say that I'm black or would you say that I'm American?
How do I even answer that?
By picking one of the two options I just gave you.
What's my skin color? White.
Please don't focus on the comment section. Focus on me. If I had to say that you can pick just by looking at me, you can pick one or two things, and you have to be like, this is life or death. You get it wrong, your life is, if you had to pick. And I said, hey, am I black or am I American? Which one would you pick so you wouldn't lose your life?
I mean, I would say you're a black male.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, that's my race, right? That's the phenotypical presentation.
Okay.
My nationality is American, but you don't know if I'm from America or not just by like looking at me. So when you say Mexican, right, I mean, that's a nationality. That's not a race. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, so I would say he's Hispanic.
Hispanic is an ethnicity, right? So you can talk about Hispanics that are from Mexico. You can talk about Hispanics that are from El Salvador. You can talk about Hispanics that are from Peru, like different places.
Right.
So that's not race. There's only 5 categories of race.
Then what would those categories be?
I'm going to let you go look that one up. What does your dad look like? And don't say Mexican. Does he look black? Does he look white? Does he look indigenous? Does he look Pacific Islander? What does he look like?
Well, he doesn't look black or white.
So does he look indigenous?
Sure.
Okay, so he's indigenous. Is he Taino?
Not quite sure what that is.
It's fine. You know what? I'm just gonna skip all this and give you a direct answer to the question. The reason why I can quote unquote talk about the topics is because I'm not defending the people that's a part of the group. I'm simply taking a position of observing these categories from these different groups. And then I'm allowing people from these groups that disagree to come up and defend that stance from the people. So that's why, since I'm not a white man or a white woman, I'm debating that topic because I'm taking the position as far as this is an observation that I've made with this group and I have empirics to back up the observation. Would you like to argue against said observation?
No, I just wanted an answer to the question, and
That's
the
why
reason that I
just gave you
didn't.
the answer.
Okay, well, I would also like to say one more thing. The reason I didn't request up to join was because one of the moderators in the comments said that the lives were for debates, not questions.
That's all good. Sometimes.
So thank you for your time.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me go ahead and unmute you. I appreciate you coming up. You have a good one.
You too.
Debbie's in the chat for Kaplan for the $1 donation. And I still think about the lady who came in hot saying that she doesn't prioritize comfort because she worked her ass off for 60 years. Did she ever come back? If she does, I hope you post it. Yeah, I listen. She did not. I so wanted that debate. I wanted that debate so bad. So bad. Debbie's in the chat for Kathleen. Debbie's in the chat for Bethany. Bethany for the $10 donation saying, hey, Santana, it's B. Hey, B. Nothing to say today. This is just because I hope you're having an amazing day full of love and happiness. I am. And we're back. So I appreciate the heck out of you. Thank you so much for that. Debbie's in the chat for Jenny for the $1 donation saying, watching you for a month. Love what you do so much. I would like to understand the white woman and comfort prompt. Can you explain? I will love how to partner. We'll love to chat with you about it. Love you. Keep up the amazing work. Yes, the premise is that white women will prioritize comfort ahead of anything else, including overarching like liberation. Like that's the biggest driving point behind it. They would rather be comfortable than to actually be liberated. So that's the point. Debbie's in the chat for Bethany for the $5 donation. Good morning, Santana. Sorry I haven't been able to do it lately. You are perfectly fine, friend. I appreciate the hell out of you. But I'm always watching your lives every morning. I missed you yesterday and just want to say thank you. Much love to you as well. I missed you guys for the last couple of days. You know, like I said, it's been crazy traveling. Debbie's in chat for Gar for the $4.99 super chat to say this CIA shmoney dance about the CIA shmoney dance on us about race. FBA proves it. Yeah, FBA absolutely proves it. FBA is definitely the weakest link. Debbie's in the chat for the super chat. Debbie's in the chat for all the donos. Let's see here. I think we're all caught up. Where are we at? Oh, perfect. So guys, we are at almost 2.5 hours. I was going to do about 2 hours this morning and then call it because myself and Sean are doing a special live this evening. But I wanted to hop on and actually, can you repeat? It froze. Repeat what? Oh, you said, how is FBA the weakest link? Oh, if you're black, you can come here. I'm gonna send you a request. If you're black and you wanna, you know, get that question, I will make time to talk to FBA. Hi.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. You're a cup of coffee. Is that your name?
Yeah, a cup of coffee. Lavelle. It doesn't matter. My last name is Coffee. So
got it. Lavelle, and just to verify, you're black, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Would you consider to be FBA?
That's what I'm trying to learn more about. So I'm not 100% sure. I am a Black American. Grandparents been here. Family been here for years upon years. So I would say yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I'll kind of streamline this then from a different position. So like even myself, I would be someone that's considered quote unquote FBA because of my lineage and the history that I have tracing all the way back to the southern plantations in South Carolina. But claiming the premise of FBA is different than saying that, you know, your heritage goes back to chattel slavery here in the Americas. The people that classify themselves as FBA, Foundational Black Americans, are looking for delineation. And the idea of delineation is that if they separate themselves from other Black people, that creating this specific categorization will give them a pathway to economic freedom, i.e. they'll be able to get reparations. And so the biggest reasons that they want to actually create that delineation is because they say, you know, other people's history is not Black history. African history is not Black history. It's just about quote unquote Black America.
but more so they just want reparations, and they feel like too many black people diluting the pool of people that can receive reparations that will hurt their cause. Now, the reason why I say that they're the weakest link is because one, it's all about xenophobia for them. They literally they just hate other black people, and they're railing against blacks' unity across the diaspora. And even more than that, they have no structure. They have no plans. They have had no actual, meetings with anyone of power within the political sphere. But yet they continue to say, well, we have the power and the Democratic Party knows this and da 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 da. So literally all they're doing is actually selling other black people out in hopes that they'll be able to receive reparations where there's no plan for reparations.
Thank you for the explanation. That's pretty clear cut. So pretty much FBA is like the people who are part of like the diaspora wars, as I call it. They want to argue with other black folk of the diaspora and say, you're not really black because you're not from America. You don't have A, B, C, or D, but pretty much it's just where you were dropped off at on the boat.
Yep. Right on the head. You just fucking knocked it out the park.
Thank you, my man. I just want to ask that question.
The crazy thing is white supremacists don't care where we're black from. You know what I mean?
At all. You're just not white.
That's the fucking crazy part. So
appreciate it. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I be here often, so I just wanted to ask that little question because I saw it up there. So thank you for your time.
Thank you for coming up and like they run from me when that. So I appreciate you coming up for that question.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Have a good one. All right, guys. So yeah, like I was saying, Sean and I are going to be going live this evening, and we have a special debate. And it's probably going to be around sometime between 9 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific, which is 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Pacific, right? Sean and I are going to be together, and we're going to be debating a specific topic. So I'm going to hop off here for now, and then I got some stuff that I need to get squared away, including, again, just getting back. And so I still haven't even like fully unpacked and did other stuff. FBA and Latino. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff. No, I'm not debating Sean. We're debating together. I'm not debating Sean. We're debating together. So I'm going to hop off here for now, and we'll be back later this evening. I think I'm going to try to get a nap as well because I'm fucking tired, which is wild. So regardless, we're going to call it for now, and I'll be back a little bit later. Let me make sure we're all good across the board. Yep, we're all caught up across the board. All right, perfect. With that being said, we are going to get out of here. Let's go.
You stepped in a box, now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here, you better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in chain. One wrong word, you slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Great stats who get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit.
Hey, W's in the chat for the chat. W's in the chat for the chat. Guys, it was good being back. It was weird being back, but it was good being back. Thank you for the heart hands. It was fun. It was fun. I'm tired. I'm still a little bit jet lagged, but you know what? It's all good. We will be back and better than ever this evening, and then we're going to keep this thing rolling. I got so many other things I want to get into, and I appreciate the hell out of each and every one of you. Thank you all for hanging out today. You were absolutely amazing, and we will have more for you later. With that being said, thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all for the gifts, the taps, the likes, the shares. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for being absolutely amazing. I love you all. And as always,